Wait a minute, hold on.
Okay. I just want to make sure everybody heard me. All right, but
I heard it.
No, I heard you. I heard you.
I don't know my mic is
His
working.
name wrong.
You know
I
what
think his name is Goat Dust.
All right, you got facts. Yeah, go dust, facts.
Lav hates me whenever I do the whole thing. He hates it.
Live, bro. You gotta stop hating on Stardust, bro.
Nah, bro.
Listen, I told Tio this, like, I believe yesterday. If Cody does not come out in the Three Faces of Cody, I'm gonna be.
Exactly, bro. It'll be. You know what I'm
The Three
saying?
Faces of Cody could work for a Bray Wyatt feud, though.
Three Faces of Cody.
I'm telling you, bro.
It could.
Hey, wait a
As
minute.
much as people don't want to see Stardust, it could be cool to see it in a Bray Wyatt.
Telling you, bro.
You see, undashing or dashing, Stardust, and American Nightmare.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, bro.
See?
Yeah, we live, so everybody ready. So everybody watching, sorry we a little delayed, about 30 minutes or something like that, but we had to figure some stuff out so we get everybody in there because there's like 20,000 people who want to be part of this. So we got a bunch of people in here who I'm not going to introduce because there's too many people. Team Ronda is going to speak for Team Ronda, and Team Not Ronda is going to speak for Team Not Ronda. Basically a Ronda Rousey debate. So I don't know what to expect. So y'all just sit back and just watch and enjoy. Me and Russell Spot, Darian are hosting it on our channel, so make sure you guys go subscribe on all channels and go check out everybody's content who you see in here will pop up. Go check out all their content on social media if people following them, give them some support. So I guess we start. Who started this shit? I don't know who started the whole debate.
I'm
just gonna assume it was either Steven or Tio. It was between them two. So this is
okay.
But it's because all year Steven been gassing up Ronda. That's what it come down to all year. Steven been gassing up Ronda, and people got.
So let's start. We'll start with Tio. Then I'll let you take the floor. You can start, brother.
I mean, from where it started, Steven would, just basically drop these little, Ronda's the GOAT. Ronda's better than this. Ronda's better than that. I'm like, and then as the year went, performances kept, not being on par or pretty not being decent. And then he just kept saying Ronda, was the GOAT, acting like she was doing top tier work or something. And so I was like, okay, Steven, we got some of this, and here we go. Here we are. But I don't want to start it off. I'm gonna let my boy TJ start it off and say his piece because he said he wanted to be the one to, open it up. So I'm gonna let him open the thing up. So TJ, go ahead and do your thing, bro.
Y'all already know. And let me start this off by saying, before y'all try to say we just hating on Ronda, you're looking at the man who was the biggest Ronda fan for the longest time. When she came back and won the Rumble, I was cheering my head off so much, I took my shirt off, ran through the streets. I wanted her to beat Charlotte at Mania, and when she didn't, I was heartbroken. Until Ronda came in with that attitude, not caring anymore. So, y'all always want to bring up star ratings, right? How nobody else is good. Well, let me just ask you this. How come in Ronda's second run here, she's only amassed, the greatest rating was a 2.5. She's supposed to be the women's champion, right? How come she's not doing more than 2-star matches? But Liv Morgan, who y'all love to bring up as being the real reason women's division sucks, has not put on a bad match except the one she did with Ronda. Same goes for Sonya Deville. Same goes for Natalya, who y'all love to bring up. All these women that people say are the reason it's going down have not had a bad match unless it was with Ronda. Now, I'm not the best in math, but common denominator would tell me Ronda Rousey equals X. Am I right or am I wrong?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure thing.
So in your own definition, not anybody else, I'm talking to you. In your own definition, what constitutes a good and a bad match for you?
A good match to me, you could tell the two performers have chemistry with each other. You can tell they want to be in that ring. They're going to perform their heart out no matter what the ending of the match is. With Ronda, you can tell sometimes because she'll have that boo-boo face letting you know she's either going to lose the match and not care about it, or she's going to win the match and, again, not care about it. In other words, a good match, the crowd's into it. The crowd's not going to want to leave and go to the bathroom. And now, am I saying they only do that in Ronda matches? No. But every time Ronda's in a match, why do I see tons of crowd leaving? Why is the women's champion causing people to go to the restroom? Even if they leave for other women's matches, when your women's champion is in the ring competing, you should want to sit down because a title change could happen. So you shouldn't want to leave and go anywhere. But no, people still leave and go to the restroom. Why? Common denominator, who's holding your women's title?
All right. You brought up a lot of valid points. Here's what I'll say about Ronda.
Mm-hmm.
Am I team Ronda? Yes, but I'm also a realist. The way I look at Ronda is when I was having my conversation with Top Dollar brought up a point with Karrion Kross. Here's what I'm going to connect it to. Top Dollar brought up a point with Karrion Kross where Karrion is a good follower in the ring. Everybody would agree, right? His two matches with Drew McIntyre, fire. Matches with Madcap Moss, ass, right? We can agree to that. So I looked at what he said and I applied the same logic to Ronda. I'm not saying Liv is a horrible performer. I'm not saying Shotzi's a horrible performer. I'm not going to disrespect those women. But I'm not comparing their in-ring skills, but what I am comparing is, are they leaders in the ring or are they followers? When you put two followers in the ring with each other, it fucks everything up because they're not natural leaders. You know, leaders in the ring are people like Charlotte, Sasha, Becky, Bayley, people that can carry a match and guide a match. Liv Morgan hasn't proved that she can, you know what I'm saying, guide through a match. She has to be followed. Shotzi has to be followed. Same thing with Ronda. She has to be followed. So I think when we're talking about Ronda's in-ring performance, what the fuck is the words I'm trying to look for here? I think when we're talking about Ronda's in-ring ability, her best matches is because she's been followed. And I understand her being women's champion. As a women's champion, you have to be able to guide. But that hasn't always been necessarily the case with WWE. If you look at the past world champions, like Great Khali, when he won the world title, he had to be guided in a lot of his matches. You look at Jinder Mahal, he had to be guided in a lot of those matches. What I'm getting at here is to say Ronda, not saying you guys are saying that, but for the overall point of view and her match quality, to say that she can't wrestle, she puts on a bad match, or she puts on bad matches and shit like that. The people she's been in the ring with have had nothing but good matches. When, although that's true, but that can't also be put on Ronda because you're putting Ronda in the ring with people that she has the same similar set as in terms of not being able to guide a match. Because if you don't know how to guide a match, the match is not going to go anywhere. You look at the Shotzi match. Shotzi has had good matches in the past, but with people that knew how to guide her. Ronda, since she's been back, hasn't had people to be able to guide her aside from Charlotte. The match at Mania was ass, but the match at Backlash was good because Charlotte knows how to. They gave the keys to Charlotte. So I do get what you're saying in terms of Ronda putting on bad performances, but it goes to show that, you know, it's not only her fault, you know, in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. And to that, I'll say this. You said Ronda didn't have somebody to guide her. I'll say, why does she need someone to guide her? WWE is obviously trying to put the ball on Ronda, and this is her second run. It's not like her first. She's been in this company since 2018. You know who's been in the company less time than that? Aaliyah. No one brings up Aaliyah in this conversation. Why do I need the women's champion to have someone to guide her? Someone with the name of Ronda Rousey, who was brought in to be a draw. And you say they didn't have someone to guide her. I'll say this. Logan Paul only had 2 matches in this company. Sure, he had Roman to guide him, but why is his wrestling ability better than that of Ronda's, who has an MMA background? Bad Bunny literally is not a wrestler of any kind. Had 1 match, and it was a great match, better than Ronda's. Why?
Why?
Yeah,
because,
he had the Miz and to guide him, but again, why do you need someone to guide you?
Well, it goes to show with the guidance that I was talking about. Bad Bunny was in there with the Bad Bunny. If you look at most of the match, the person that he was grappling with was an athletic motherfucker in John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, whoever you want to call him. John Morrison is one of the best guys to lead a person through a match. If you see his independent work, of course, you guys would know that. You're not trying to disrespect nobody, but if you see Johnny Mundo outside of WWE, you know that.
Hold on. To that thing, hold on, real quick. To that,
it's the same thing with Logan Paul. If you look at his 3 matches, he was in there with Rey Mysterio and The Miz, 2 people who know how to guide a match. His second match with The Miz. The Miz match was to show the amazing things Logan Paul can do, such as his athleticism and shit like that, which was great. And then obviously, you had the biggest star of this generation that knows how to guide. Ronda, her best matches came with people that know how to guide. and that's just what it is. I understand the frustration of her saying, of you guys saying she's been putting on bad matches, but you know, like it goes to the point I said, you're putting her in the same situation as the other females that are in the ring with her. Those women need to be guided as well as Ronda. Now, I do get the argument of your women's champion shouldn't be guided. And that's where I'll agree with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're on top, I think you need to be guided. I saw Josiah's face. Shut your ass up, Josiah.
That's always the case.
That's fair. That's fair. And I'll say this. You said people in the ring that, you know, can guide. Hasn't Ronda had a whole feud with Natalya? Last time I checked, Natalya is a generational superstar. She's a veteran in this business, been here since 2007, is the daughter of Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the niece of Bret Hitman Hart. Is Natalya not someone who can guide a match? How come she had a bad match with Ronda? Ronda had a match with
I don't think so.
Is Nikki Bella not someone that can guide a match?
Hey.
Hold on.
You're saying it depends on the person to guide it with. But I'm giving you people that can guide a match, but still have had bad matches with Ronda, but can turn around and have a good match with anyone else. Why is it that Ronda can only have good matches when it's with one of the 4 horsewomen? Do you see how that's a problem?
Even if that's the case, right?
Did you not see her match with Raquel? Her match with Raquel.
So TJ, so we just forgetting matches with Alexa Bliss or Nia Jax.
Her match with Alexa Bliss. So we forgetting that she gave Nikki Bella her best match.
But we're talking 20.
But y'all are saying that she didn't have.
Wait. Bring it up Ronda's first run, and that's the thing. We're talking
No. Because somebody literally said that Ronda has been in the business since 2018. So are we talking now? Because if that's the case, we're not bringing up nothing from that time. No, don't bring up 2018 because we're gonna bring up the stuff. You said she's been in the company since 2018. I thought the debate was about Ronda in general. What is it?
No, Ronda 2022.
It's Ronda
2022.
What I said was Ronda's been in the business since 18. Why has she not improved? That is what I said about 2018. She's been here that long. Why has she not improved? I have not brought up a single match from 2018 or a single thing about her run in 2018. I said she's been here since then. Why has she not improved?
So TJ, so we're going to forget that she had a baby earlier in the year? So we're just going to forget about Becky.
Becky
had a baby.
Becky had a baby.
Becky had a longer time off though.
Let's stop that Becky Lynch thing right now. Let's stop that Becky Lynch thing right now because Becky Lynch has been wrestling longer than Ronda Rousey. So of course she's gonna be better at bouncing back from a pregnancy.
I do not care.
Over a decade.
Josiah, that's why you don't give her. That's why you don't give her a world title when she comes back. I don't care. You put her in that position to be that person to bounce back, and she can't do it. That's not on us. That's on her. That's on her.
And Ronda should bounce back. Didn't she compete in MMA for over a decade? You tell me she can't bounce back? Don't say Becky's been here longer than
because y'all were saying that Becky Lynch was pregnant, so that's not an excuse for Ronda when Becky's been wrestling longer than Ronda Rousey has in the WWE. This is Ronda Rousey has not been pro wrestling for longer than Becky.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
That has nothing to do with her.
What are you talking about?
How does that not matter?
It doesn't matter.
To me, if
let me explain it.
Go ahead.
The thing about what we're saying is, right, if we were judging Ronda when she came back, right, if she came back and didn't win the world title, just wrestled on a Brock Lesnar type schedule and had bad matches, like, okay, at least she's not the champion. Okay. But when you put her as the face of the brand, and she can't do her job, right? She can't do her job to the best of her abilities because of her baby situation, because she can't bounce back like Becky can. And you see what they did with Becky. They gave Becky the world title right when she came back. Becky had great matches. You put her in that position, and she didn't perform in that position. That's the problem that we have with Ronda Rousey. That's why we said it doesn't matter. That's the position she was put in.
What do you mean she can't perform? Like, from 2018 to now, has she changed? So if she has not changed, what do you want? What do you expect?
She's changed greatly. She's regressed. The amount of passion she wrestles with is zero. The amount of desire she wrestles with is zero.
So what do you
expect? She has completely changed from 2018 to now. It's two different wrestlers, and you can see in the way she walks to the ring, the way she performs her offense, everything throughout the entire thing. It reeks of I don't give a fuck, and I'm here for money. You have the same issue with a lot of the older wrestlers who come back in different companies. When you can tell they only want the money, their matches tend to suck. That is the issue with Ronda. She doesn't care anymore. She hasn't cared since she came back because she was burned off the idea of being a pro wrestler back in 2018 when the fans turned on her. She can't take the heat. She can't take the fire when she's in the kitchen. She ain't been in the kitchen all year. So she doesn't know what to do. That's why she's a bad
Another thing, y'all saying Becky has been here longer so she can bounce back faster. We're not talking about an injury. I can see if Ronda had an injury and was having trouble coming back. Ronda could have been training the second. No, Ronda even said that she started training after the baby popped out. She posted pictures about it. This was over a year ago, so why has Ronda not?
But just like every injury is not the same. Just so I can tear my ACL, you can tear your ACL, and it'll still be two different recoveries. You can't apply that law just because Becky had a baby and she had a baby doesn't mean the recovery or the training or whatever is the same. Everybody's
but
different.
When Ronda is posting pictures telling you I'm immediately back to training, then you should expect that her wrestling will be better. Why is it not better? Ronda
bro, but every athlete do that. Every athlete does that.
Come on, man. We're not going to act like Ronda has just been having ass matches. Bro, TJ, we're not TJ.
No, Jay hasn't said anything like that. Let Jay talk. Jay hasn't said anything like that.
Bro, hold on. Peep game, right? Now I ain't gonna cap. I'm on Team Ronda, but y'all have seen my page, bro. We all fuck with each other, bro. Y'all have seen me slander Ronda. I am a realist. I'm a realist, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Ronda's 2022 has not been the best, but we is not gonna sit here and act like all of Ronda's matches this year have been ass.
So can I ask you a question?
Like, can we stop, bro? Come on. All right, what's up?
Can you name me 5 great Ronda matches from this year? I'm looking at the schedule right now. She's had
I don't know.
In all, she's had 20 televised and on paper televised and on pay-per-view. She's had 20 matches. Name me 5. I just need 5. I need 5. That's all I need.
I cannot promise they will be great, but I can name you 5 decent, valid Ronda matches that you can go back and watch and be semi-entertained.
Okay.
Semi. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna chime in real quick. All right, quick.
All right, go ahead before I go. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So, not to negate TJ's point when he mentioned the star rating, but since we were talking about that, she has an average of 2.5 stars. Okay. Her highest profile match since she's been back was the backlash match with Charlotte. That was 4.25 stars. It was a good match. Charlotte was involved. Okay. Talk about all the other people she's been in matches with. Shotzi had a match in NXT with Io Shirai that was 4 stars, but everybody says that Shotzi is the problem. Natty has had Natty's match with Ronda was 3.25 stars. She had a match with Cora Jade in NXT that was 3.75 stars. She had a match in July with Rhea back in 2021 that was 3.5 stars, and her match with Becky at SummerSlam 2019 was 3.25 stars.
Hey Pat, I have a question. Are these all Dave Mester star ratings?
No,
this is from ProFightDatabase.com.
Man, fuck them star ratings, man.
Hold on. I'm bringing this up because a lot of it was everybody name me a 5-star this person match, name me a 5-star. So I'm bringing up star ratings because that's what y'all had mentioned.
Tio, I'm gonna name 5 matches this year. Tio, I'm gonna name 5 matches this year. All right, go ahead. Okay. All right.
So real quick. Since Ronda since Ronda won the title, she had the 4.25 match against Charlotte. Her match against Liv at SummerSlam was 1 star. Her match against Liv at Extreme Rules was 2 stars, and her match against Shotzi was 1 star. Okay, consistently. So if you look at her matches from Charlotte going till now, till she just had the match against Charlotte, they have decreased. She has gone down in her matching or the match rating ability. And I know you can say that that's on the other people, but these people have consistently with other people, whether they be followers or not. Again, I wouldn't consider Io a match leader. I wouldn't consider Cora Jade a match leader. Liv had a
hold on, man. You ain't considering Io a match leader?
That's crazy.
I would not consider Io.
Are you insane?
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy.
That's so man. I'm sorry, though.
Whatever you smoking, let me have some of that, man.
Okay, so you know what? I'll play devil's advocate then. Okay, so then how is it that even Io is able to, or Shotzi is able to have a 4-star match a 4-star match
with Io Sky. Make sure you mention that, please.
I am. Okay. So I'm saying a 4-star match with Io Sky back in NXT. But the other people that you put in a match with, again, people like Natty, who has consistently been able to put on 3.5 or above star matches. Again, not right out of 4, but around the same.
We talking about stars that are opinion based, man. Come on, man.
No,
everything that we're talking about is opinionated, Lewis. Everything we're talking about
but you're bragging about somebody else's opinion, though. That's what's fucking crazy.
See, y'all say that, but if Ronda would have a 5-star on there, y'all would treat it like
don't put y'all in the same combo now. Don't put y'all.
Nah. I will.
Don't put y'all in the same combo.
Okay, so
the way how matches should be is if you think the shit was good, as decent, whatever, not somebody else's opinion from a website. What the hell?
Nah, since that was the case, this debate wouldn't happen.
We wouldn't be having this debate because if I'm going to take what you say at face value, then that we're not having a debate. The whole point is opinionated option that we're giving our opinion and our debate.
Our opinions. You're looking on the website for somebody else's opinions. What the hell?
Because if we give you our opinions, nobody one that's treated equally by the whole IWC, you're gonna say we're just Ronda haters. That's why we chose
one debating, bro. We're debating. Y'all taking somebody else's opinion. Talk about she's had a 3.5-star match. I don't think Natty's a 3.5-star fucking wrestler. What the hell?
Bro, that doesn't
star ratings. Name me 5 really good Natty matches recently this year. Go ahead. Since you that
TV that much.
Has she even had that many matches this year?
First of all, taking out opinions on another website.
That's bullshit. That's you fucking moving the goalpost.
Come on. How about
you see? No. If you want to do that, pick someone who's had an equal number of matches. Pick someone like Liv, because that's who y'all always love to bring up. I can easily name you 5 good Liv matches that were better than
Ronda them right now.
Not even.
I got you. I can name you more.
Please do. TJ, name them right now.
TJ,
y'all have been gassing Liv Morgan this year, so please name those.
She's mid as hell, also too.
Go ahead, TJ, you want to do it to me, bro?
I got it. Let me pull up all Liv's matches from this year. So I'm
go ahead. Chad, he pull up mid-Liv, bro.
No, go ahead. Pull up them Liv matches, please.
Go ahead. And Chad, I guarantee he's gonna pull up all matches with either Becky or who else did she have a few with? Either he gonna pull up all Becky matches. I promise you. And Rhea. I promise you. Watch
so can we use matches? Hold on.
Y'all making the same argument. Y'all saying Ronda can't have a good match without either Charlotte or the 4 Horsemen.
Yeah, it's the same logic with Liv.
Exactly. So you can't get that.
So can I name my 5. I'll name my 5.
Go ahead.
I'll name my 5. Now, granted, I do have for number 1. I got Liv versus Becky at day 1. All right. For number 2, I got Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler at Clash of the Castle. For number 3, I got Liv Morgan versus Sonya Deville on SmackDown in Extreme Rules match. They got them. This is awesome, chat. So I don't know what you're talking about, Josiah. Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch. Raw main event for the Raw Women's
This is awesome chat too. If I saw somebody go through a table, but I mean, go.
And I got Liv Morgan versus Bianca versus Doudrop on Raw.
That was
That's 5 right there.
This man said Doudrop.
That was ass.
Oh my god.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, Jay. I'm messing with
you. But here's the thing though. You guys
Doudrop could go. I'm just messing with
Ronda for saying why does she only have good matches with the 4 Horsemen or such and such. You just literally named the same scenario. Liv Morgan.
What are we doing?
Hold on. I named 5 matches. Hold on, wait.
It don't matter.
Hold on. I named 5 matches. Out of those 5, 3 of them didn't have any of the 4 Horsemen in them. So out of 5, 3 of them did.
But you also added the Sonya Deville match, which was just straight tables. That wasn't even a good match at all. It was just all tables.
Why were you moving the goal?
But you're acting no, they were just all wrestling.
If you went, bro, you went to a WWE event and you saw a nigga go through a table, you're gonna chant, "This is awesome" too. That's what I came in here to do.
That's bullshit because
I came there to see somebody get through a table. I'm gonna say,
that's
that's amazing. That's awesome.
I can attest to that because
I went to SmackDown to see Wardlow. True story. Right, Phil?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He went to go see Wardlow. Didn't happen, but he did.
Liv and Ronda had an Extreme Rules match, and it was bad. So no, that's not exactly the case. It was a good match.
It wasn't bad.
No, it was bad.
It wasn't that bad, bro.
It was bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It was a bad match,
bro.
Did you see?
I'm on Team Ronda, and that match was not that good.
Thank you, Jay. Come on,
I'm not here for
matches.
I'm not here for matches. I'm here for the draw.
I got one for y'all because I gotta go do my show real quick. So you want to ride around so hard? I'm gonna pitch you a scenario. WrestleMania main event. Vince tells you, no, sorry, not Vince. He's not in charge anymore. Trips tells you I can put one of these matches on as the main event. The main event, night 2 of Mania.
Bro, do not name no unfair. Do not name.
Hold on.
Let him talk.
Yeah.
I can either do Ronda versus whoever her challenger is. I think right now she's going after, who is it? Is Shotzi her current challenger?
It's going to be Raquel. It's going to be Raquel.
It's going to be Raquel.
Raquel? Okay. You can either do main event night 2, Ronda versus Raquel, anything goes match, or I'll give you Becky versus Charlotte, anything goes match.
Bro, this nigga gonna pick Becky and Charlotte. Bro, TJ, He gonna pick the 4 horsewomen.
Go do your show, bro. Go do your show.
No, because y'all said
Ronda. Go do your show. That's not even a fair comparison.
Go do your show, bro. Go do your show, bro. Go do your show. TJ.
Show me the body. All right,
Ronda's not bigger. Bro, Becky is.
You said Ronda's a draw.
4 horsewomen. TJ, stop. You know that's not fair, bro.
Why is he not choosing
Ronda? TJ, stop. You know that's not fair, TJ.
What you mean
you're picking, bro? You Charlotte and Becky versus Raquel and Ronda. Bro, you need to pick Ronda versus
talk about moving the goalposts.
I'm a Raquel Gonzalez stan, and who is Raquel to the
If Ronda's the biggest draw, why are you not choosing her match I just gave you? If Ronda's the biggest draw, why are you not choosing the match I just gave you?
She's facing Raquel. Pick Raquel. She's not even a draw.
Think she's remotely sniffing the same air as Charlotte and Becky. What are we doing here, man?
Come on, why are we cheating?
The amount of times, hold on.
You could have said like Charlotte versus like Doudrop or something, bro. Like, you know,
I'll even make it even. Becky versus Aaliyah. Same situation.
That's not even even. Aaliyah's not even
I'm doing a
okay, no.
You said Ronda's a draw. You should easily choose Ronda, right?
I get Ronda over
I would watch Ronda versus Raquel in a heartbeat, bro.
So you meaning to tell me you would watch a WrestleMania main event with Sasha Banks versus Aaliyah?
I said Becky versus Aaliyah.
No.
He's giving you a hypothetical scenario. I gave you a hypothetical scenario.
It's the same scenario. You're gonna watch a WrestleMania main event with Sasha versus Aaliyah. Please answer me that question. Please answer me that question.
First of all, I never said Sasha.
He wanted them people.
I'm saying a star power caliber superstar. So you're gonna watch a WrestleMania main event with Sasha Banks versus Aaliyah. Please answer me that question.
Yes.
You're crazy.
Look at that camera. I know Sasha can make that a good match.
That's crazy.
Look at that camera and tell me you watching Aaliyah and Sasha Banks in the main event of WrestleMania. Go ahead, come on.
Don't cat Theo.
Theo, look in the camera. Theo, look in the camera. Look me dead in the eyes and say you gonna watch a WrestleMania main event that consists of Sasha Banks and Aaliyah.
I'd rather see Roman. I'd rather see Roman come out and just say acknowledge me and leave.
Wait, what's that?
All right, Malik.
All right,
Over that, acknowledge the man, and I think that's right.
Get out of here with that, bro.
I would watch that too. I ain't gonna cap.
I got a question. I watched the Ronda Rousey match, but that's me.
I got a question. Since we're all getting to the point of the conversation where we're talking about drawing power and how Ronda's.
There we go. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here.
Hold on. What does Ronda being a draw for the company have to do with her performance in the ring? Hold on let me finish that thing. Also, to add to that, as fans as we all are, Ronda being a draw for the company does nothing for me. She isn't putting money in my pocket. She's not doing anything to build it to make it a better experience for me, because I already have Peacock, so her being on the show isn't going to make me buy it more. Her, I'm not going out and buying her merch. I'm not doing anything like that. Mm-hmm. So her being a draw, how does that equate to her in-ring ability or her in-ring talent or her star power?
It don't equate to nothing, but I mean, the last thing you said, it equates to her star power.
Also,
her being a draw does nothing for us, but it's not supposed to do anything for us. When we're discussing Ronda Rousey as a talent, one of the main factors as to why she gets them big money contracts is her being a draw. Ronda Rousey puts butts in the seats, and yes, her performances may be ass, but whether we like it or not, she can be an ass performer and still be a draw. That's just the way the world works. It's unfortunate, but that's just how the world works.
You just proved the point that we're all making. She can be a draw, yes, she can, but she's still over the past year has been ass.
But it doesn't matter. She's putting asses in seats. She's making money for the company.
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter. Because still bringing money.
Because Roman puts seats in asses, and I think he's ass.
She's not the one that puts the asses in the seats. It's everybody else around her that is doing the same thing. For all the other storylines in the matches.
Y'all have to calm down.
All of y'all are missing what I'm saying. Okay? Hold on. And Jay agreed with what I'm saying, but again, she puts asses in seats. That's fine. I'm not saying she doesn't. I've said in all the posts that I made, I'm not denying that she is a celebrity, that she is a star, that she was hugely successful in the UFC. I'm not denying any of that. I'm saying her being a star, her being the draw that she is, what does that do for anybody except for the WWE having her bring in more money?
That's what it's supposed to do.
I got you. Because it may not do shit for us, but we the only fans. You forgetting the kids, bro? Every champion has their fucking point of being a champion. That's what Bianca's doing right now. She ain't doing it for us. She's doing it for the kids, bro. Bianca's doing it for the kids. Hold on. I can show you.
Ronda takes pictures with little kids all the time. What are you talking about?
Hey, wait. Because I'm pretty sure I can attest that I have been to maybe the most events in the past recent couple of months than anybody in here that I know. And I can tell you, number one, for children, it is Bianca. Number two is Alexa Bliss. And number three,
there you go.
When I tell you see them little Ronda fans with the little kilt and everything, bro, that's what she's there for, bro. What do y'all want? She's not there for us. Because again, Roman puts ass in seats, but that motherfucker is ass.
What the
hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? I think Roman is getting carried by everyone that's around him. If he was doing this shit by himself, it would be ass.
Stop.
Everyone around him. It's the truth because when Roman is by himself,
the difference between Roman and Ronda is Roman has the capacity to have good matches. He just chooses that he'd rather, lumber through them. Ronda doesn't have a fucking single bone in her body that is capable of having a good match anymore. Roman can lead a match and carry it. We've seen it with Roman. We've seen it with Logan Paul. Ronda can't do that. Ronda can barely even follow matches either because she's been in the ring with people like Liv who can carry a match and be the leader.
You're not just going to throw that in there. You're not just going to throw that in there. Stop it. Because Liv Morgan, until the little run that she had, her best matches were with the Riot Squad. So let's relax. Let's relax now. Let's relax.
You gonna act like Liv can carry a match?
Come on now.
Put in positions to carry a match. She can't carry a match.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
So now Ronda's the champion over Liv right now. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, if you're gonna do that,
I'm about to defend his wife.
Run it back. Run it back, because earlier you said Ronda's a draw. That's what they come to see, right? SmackDown doesn't even advertise Ronda. So how am I paying to see Ronda? And don't say it's a pay-per-view, because you told me you're paying to see Ronda. No, they're paying to see Roman in the main event. They're paying to see Drew McIntyre. They're not paying to see Ronda. SmackDown doesn't even advertise Ronda.
When you see a promotional poster, every champion is promoted. So I'm trying to figure out what's...
Hold on. Why is Ronda your champion, but WWE never has her out at these events? They always have Liv there. They always have Drew. They always have Bianca. Why is your SmackDown Women's Champion never at those events? Even
because
Roman.
Because Morgan has. You really want me to answer that, bro?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at the Survivor Series 2022 poster. Ronda is not on this poster, bro. I see Liv Morgan on the poster. But I don't see Ronda on this poster, bro.
Because the poster was made back. Because wait. And so is Matt Riddle. So what's your point?
They didn't even have a match.
My point is Ronda's not on the poster.
Wait. Also, that poster was made back when Riddle was feuding with Seth Rollins. So you do not like, bro.
Why? No. I don't care when it was made, because y'all are saying if Ronda is such a draw, why is she not?
Wait. You cannot say you don't care when it was made. They're not just gonna redo another fucking poster.
Why is she not on the poster?
They're not gonna redo another fucking poster. The fuck?
Hold on.
He's looking at the Survivor Series ones that got Roman, they got the Usos, they got Drew McIntyre, got Liv Morgan, they got Matt Riddle.
Because that's the War Games match, the main event.
Come on,
Liv was not.
They didn't have a match.
Wait.
Liv didn't even have a match.
Liv wasn't on the pay-per-view. Liv wasn't on the pay-per-view. Chat.
Neither was Riddle.
Liv at Survivor Series. Neither was Riddle. I'm asking Chat the question. I'm asking Chat the question.
Matches on the poster, but not Ronda. What sense?
I'm asking Chat the question.
We can't act like I'm on posters because Ronda Rousey was on the Extreme Rules poster.
Right. And she wasn't even champion. She wasn't even the champion at the time.
He wasn't the champion.
He was.
Let me see the poster you're looking at.
See the poster.
I know what poster you're looking at.
It's the one.
He's looking at this one. He's looking at this one, Chad.
Okay, hold on. So to Steven's point, to Zach's point, yes, she was on the Extreme Rules poster and she wasn't the champion, but she wasn't on the Survivor Series one and she is the champion?
She wasn't in the storyline worth being on the poster.
Bro. The poster was made when Liv was still champion, bro. What are you not understanding? The Survivor Series poster was made when Liv was still champion. So again, they're not just gonna redo the fucking poster, bro. They already advertised it as is
all the time.
Bro.
I'm still stuck on the fact that I've heard all of y'all excuse Ronda Rousey having bad performances because she's a draw.
Oh yeah, even Chat.
Not all of Ronda's matches.
No. I said you're putting Ronda in there with people who do not know how to guide her. Liv cannot guide. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Ronda shouldn't need nobody to guide her.
She shouldn't need guidance. She shouldn't need guidance.
Why does Liv Morgan keep getting thrown under the bus to make your Ronda Rousey debate look better? Why do you have to keep throwing other people down to?
I'm finna get a chalkboard. I'm finna get a chalkboard.
Because throwing her down. Y'all act as though like Liv is so like great superstar or something like that. Y'all trying to pair up with people that are Liv.
Liv not like that.
Liv isn't good.
Y'all put
Liv
this
is not
woman
good, bro. It's not good.
on a pedestal.
Y'all bring Liv into it. This ain't about her.
You brought her up.
Wait. On a pedestal, and she consistently shows you how much she does not care about the thing that we are arguing about right now. She says it, she shows it, and for some reason, there's a group of y'all who are defending this woman who has consistently talked bad about wrestling. bad about the wrestlers, bad about us as fans, and for some reason, y'all are still under this narrative.
Hold on, y'all mad because she called y'all maybe because
it doesn't make any sense.
One at a time. Like
y'all gotta let everybody speak, bro.
And Malik, you gotta take control, man. When that shit gets
because motherfuckers let me speak, so like everybody else got to get to speak, bro.
Just let somebody let them get that shit off. Let them get that shit off.
Go ahead.
Even TJ got his hand up, bro. Like that's.
Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know how TJ has his hand up.
Go ahead,
maybe we're saying all these women, and maybe we're putting all these women because I don't know, maybe because y'all are saying that they're consistently better than Ronda Rousey. All right, so let's talk about how much they're better. So like, but when we talking about when we're bringing up all these women, it's like y'all are saying that they're better than Ronda. So like, okay, so we're gonna put them on that pedestal, just like how y'all are putting them on that pedestal. That's what it is.
You know what?
And look, we're not gonna sit here and lie to the camera as if you don't put Liv Morgan on a pedestal, love. We're not gonna sit here and act like
First
that.
of all, okay, all right. I was waiting for you to say that. I was waiting for you to say that. Let's put this on free street. No.
Let him talk. You just used him as something.
Wait. Lewis, you said something and he's gonna respond, bro.
I'm on mute.
This is my thing. I put my shit on Front Street. Everybody know I'm biased. I got their names in my bio. Everybody knows how I feel. That's why when I'm talking about Ronda Rousey, I didn't bring up Liv Morgan's name. I'm tired of y'all. People hearing my comments. We're having conversations, and the first thing people want to bring up is Liv Morgan. We're talking about how Ronda Rousey doesn't care about WWE. That's the box that we're in right now. Stop bringing other people in the box to make her look better when we all know that she doesn't care. I don't know why in the world we have to keep bringing people in, trying to make it seem like, oh, well, she's better than her. She's better than her. I'm happy that you put this woman in this position. She's protected. She's world champion. And it's like everyone is blind to the fact that she has not been good this whole time. Why are we not? It's like I feel like we're watching totally different shows. And this has been Ronda this whole time. Ronda has never changed. And I'm not talking about character. I'm talking about her temperament in this company. She never liked us. She never liked what she was doing. She goes out there and she trucks through everything because she's getting a paycheck. Mitra, you're gonna tag me in a video, this produced video. I love wrestling. I love WWE. Mitra, I'm gonna ask you right now. What is Mitra? I'm asking you this directly. What is a sport that you hate? What is a sport that you hate off, like you never will watch?
Growing hair.
I mean, I wouldn't watch soccer.
Soccer, okay. Imagine if one of the local soccer teams in your city DM'd you right now. They offered to pay you a certain amount of money, and all you have to do is watch 5 soccer games and say something good about each one of those soccer games. They gave you incentive and they gave you money. All you got to do is act like you care about this. That's the way I've looked at Ronda Rousey ever since she came here. Nothing she says has any substance to me, for the only reason why she's getting a paycheck from whether it be Triple H, Mr. McMahon, whoever it is. And they give her this paycheck, they give her this championship, and they say, hey, don't say you hate us for these few months. We'll give you this belt. Hey, don't say you hate us for these next few months. We'll give you this money. And people keep acting like we're not hearing that. And then I'm gonna look in the chat and I'm gonna see people bringing other people's names into it. Stop going outside the box when we're talking about this one woman who there is no debate that she doesn't care about this.
All right.
Okay. Hold on.
No.
Let me go.
Wait. He addressed Mitri.
It's Mitri.
This is the real question. How do you know that she doesn't care because of what she said one fucking time or 2 times? How do you know her personally to know, oh, she don't care about this, she don't care about that? How do you know that?
I can answer that.
How does everybody know that?
I can answer that. Phil, forgive me. If I went on live if I went on live on my TikTok and I had another podcast name, I had a totally different podcast hoodie on, and I went on a 5 to 10 minute rant about how I hate Phil and Outside the Brand, and all of y'all are watching, are y'all gonna think that What are y'all gonna think if I'm literally telling you that I hate the podcast? I hate everyone who's in the podcast. I hate doing the podcast. I hate that it keeps me up at night. I can't do my homework. I can't talk to my girlfriend. I'm losing all my money. I'm freaking screaming from my phone. I can't talk to the people. I hate this podcast. I hate being on this podcast. What would you guys think? You would think, oh, I think Locke doesn't like that podcast. That's the thing here. Liv Morgan. See, y'all got me talking about Liv Morgan.
You personally would stop doing the podcast. You personally would stop doing the podcast, right?
Yeah.
You would personally stop.
All Phil had to do was give me some money. If Phil gave me some money and said, hey, I'll give you this amount of money, don't say anything bad about our podcast for a little bit. Hey, I'll make you host of the podcast. I'll make you lead of the podcast. Don't say anything bad.
But Ronda's already made her money, though. This is
still making money.
She's still making money. But by the time she retired from the UFC, she's set for life. So if she never cared, then why would she be back for the quote unquote money?
So hold on. To that extent, I hate that debate that she don't need the money. You're right. She probably doesn't. Doesn't mean she don't want the money. She's the highest paid women's superstar right now. She got a $1.5 million contract to do basically the bare minimum amount of work. If you're telling me I can come into a company, be made the top star, be made the top champion, be getting all this stuff, you're going to pay me more than anybody other woman in the company, and all I got to do is show up and do a couple of shows? Hell yeah, I'm going to take that motherfucking money.
I'm taking that deal too.
It has nothing to do with if she needs the money. If she wants the money, she's going to show up and do it. So the one thing, she doesn't need the money. A lot of motherfuckers that come in as special talents don't need the money. Logan Paul didn't need the money. Goldberg didn't need the money. Brock Lesnar doesn't need the money when he comes in.
That's good. That's a good point. That's a good point. They don't need the money. So she's there because she wants to be there. Brock Lesnar.
No, she's there because she wants the money.
Brock Lesnar came back because he wanted to be there.
But you just said
Brock is the worst example possible. Brock is like definitely there for money.
Nobody knows what to do with Brock.
Brock Lesnar was not there for money, bro. Brock Lesnar was having the time of his life coming back, bro.
His last run, yes. But do you not remember when he came back and he was accused of having a lazy match?
I think it goes hand in hand.
Oh, that's a good point.
They're back for the money, but I think like Ronda Rousey has to want to come back to even want to come back to get paid. Like she has to want to be there.
But look, the point Pat just made with the Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose match at WrestleMania. If someone truly doesn't want to do something, you're going to see it in that performance. Brock Lesnar did not want to work with Dean Ambrose in that match, and the match suffered because of it.
Okay,
Ronda Rousey,
what we're seeing. That's another great point. Another great point. So Ronda Rousey, maybe what if she don't want to work with Liv Morgan or fucking Shotzi Blackheart or whatever?
Then she shouldn't either one because Sasha's not there. Becky's
now she has the power to say no.
Hold on, because Charlotte's not there, Sasha's not there, and because Becky just kind of came back. Yeah, Becky just came back from her injury. If that is the case, because you wanted to throw up the whole point about she demanded to drop the title, whatever, then she should demand to not be champion so that until she can come back and face these high-profile opponents. Because if she doesn't want to work with these smaller people, then she shouldn't be champion.
That's not the case, bro. It's the WWE. They make the choice, bro.
Bro, you're the one who posted the whole article about how she demanded to drop the title. So if she can make that demand then, why can't she make a demand now?
No, because she's not how it's fucking works, bro.
Because she's not the booker, bro.
Are you saying that
she has any kind of power?
You can't expect.
She can say.
She can say. It's all
Triple H. She can say. She can say. I don't want to do this, but like at the end of the day, like you're my employee. So like I don't care what you don't want to do. You're making me money, so you do this. Like she's not the booker. She's not the.
Some wrestlers have that power.
So hold on, guys. To Josiah's point, you're right. She can say that. And if she doesn't want to work with these people, just like in the Brock Lesnar situation with Dean Ambrose, he didn't want to work with Dean and the match suffered. So if that is the case, if she doesn't want to work with these people, her matches have suffered. And that's on Ronda.
No, it's not.
How is it not on Ronda?
How is it not on Ronda?
Because it's also what the fans want to see. It's what the fans want to see.
It's not
like
what the fans want to see. Because what the fans wanted to see, Liv would still be champion.
Like you guys hate Ronda so bad that you guys want anybody to beat Ronda.
He said it.
Shotzi should not be in this position. But you guys are so anti Ronda that you guys want it, bro.
He said it. We hate
Ronda. That's why these
after TJ literally just said he was a Ronda fan this year, but we hate Ronda. This is what we're saying.
We hate her. If someone does good, whether you hate them or not, a person with an objective opinion can be like, okay, that is a good match. I hate Roman Reigns with every fiber of my being. Just a couple weeks ago, I was giving him endless compliments about that Logan Paul match because he fucking killed it.
And
Steven,
did you not see me say good things about Ronda when she first turned heel or had that good match with Charlotte? Did you not see me say
I've
good
seen
things?
that. Yeah, you are in the 0.1%. Not everyone in the wrestling community is like that. People generally don't want to see Ronda. They don't care what she does.
Whether you hate her,
it don't matter what she does.
That is the point. She is doing her job, bro. You got it now. If you guys weren't giving a reaction, if she was going out there, bro, if she was going out, bro, she's doing her job. Is that not her job to get a reaction? Whether it's so bad?
No, she's not. She gets reaction.
Everybody, give me a second. Give me a second. Wait. She's doing bad at her job. But what the fuck? Wait. She's doing bad at her job. But what the fuck? Who the fuck are we talking about right now on this podcast? Ronda fucking Rousey. She's not doing her job. I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
It's a championship.
Yeah, we're talking about Ronda, bro. If she wasn't doing her job, she wouldn't be getting a reaction at all. She wouldn't be doing anything.
She's not getting a reaction. Actually, do you watch her matches?
Oh my god.
Do you hear the crowd?
I was at Survivor Series. Ronda was getting reactions.
Thank you, bro, because I was at Survivor Series too. I was at Survivor Series too. Because again, thank you, bro. I was at SmackDown too, bro. And what are you talking about, Phil? You can sit up here and be a bold-faced liar.
Okay, hold on.
You can sit up here and be a bold-faced liar if you want. But you know that reaction she had at SmackDown, and I don't want to hear it, bro.
Hold on.
But you got your choice. What you want to do right now?
Hold on.
You got your choice.
Hold on.
I'm holding on.
I was with you, Axel. I was with you, Lewis. I was there in the crowd. Did she get a reaction? It's sad to say it, but yes, she did.
How are you going to say it's not to say, but yes, she did at the same time?
Hold on.
Make up your mind, Phil.
Hold on.
If you want to switch, it's okay. I'm like the Messiah. You can still come here, bro. There's still time. You can switch your way.
She got a reaction, yes, but it's not.
Hold on.
Because of the reaction doesn't mean she's already over like that.
Hold on. I got a question. Okay. So we're talking about her reaction that she got at Survivor Series. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna put that to the side for 1 second. Okay. So if she's doing her job and it's great and it's whatever, okay, then why less than a week later was there a worldwide hashtag to fire Ronda Rousey? Because
wait, Pat is only speaking to me and Mitri because we are the ones who waited onto that thing. Do you know how easy it is for me to make 7,000 10,000 fucking tweets with that hashtag? It was one fucking person. Yeah, they got it trending, but who? What does that really do? What does that really do?
I can answer that too.
What does that really do?
I bet you any kind of money that didn't go about until Ronda had that botch in that match. I guarantee you, if that botch never happened, if that botch in that spot never happened, we wouldn't be here right now. I guarantee you that, bro.
Because if you want to speak on that, why didn't the hashtag get big like it was supposed to on Friday, like they wanted to? Why didn't it get big again?
They just wanted a reason. And they found it. Like that's what it is.
Axel, I want to add on to your point, bro. All of this Ronda hate is online, bro. When you actually, like Jay just said, when you go to these shows, Ronda's actually getting reaction. So all this like fire hashtag Ronda Rousey and all that, this shit is all internet. We know how niggas are on the internet. They're going to keep talking ball. They're going to keep,
especially
hold on. Let me talk. Everyone's going to hate Ronda Rousey online. But I guarantee you put them in that same arena, they're going to cheer or boo Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey is regardless going to get a reaction.
I'm the prime fucking example.
No one cares. Exactly. Hey, Axel was just posted.
Because I got the fucking video out.
On the Ronda Ronda hashtag. It's all online hate. No one, bro. I guarantee most people don't mind Ronda Rousey in person, bro. It's all online hate. She gets cheers regardless of what y'all think. She's going to get booed. She's going to get cheered no matter what y'all think. It's all online hate at this point.
Okay, so hold on. So to Steven's point, and this is just what I'm saying. So let's say Ronda does. I'm just going to bring up Extreme Rules and Survivor Series because I don't remember what SmackDowns whatever she was on. But I'm just going to bring up those two. Let's say there's, I don't know, combined 60,000 people in both the stadiums for both of the events. Okay, 60,000 people. Okay, I know not all of them are cheering for Ronda, so I'll even give her the majority at like 75%. So that's like what, like 45,000 people. Okay, compared to the people on the internet who are watching the show from home, there are more people watching from home who are giving the negative reaction to Ronda. So more people statistically, if we're going by math, are hating on Ronda than they are giving her good reactions. So yes, while she is getting reactions in the stadium or in the venue that she's at, people who are watching it from home aren't vibing with it, aren't giving with it. And
but
yes,
Pat,
you're going to.
Pat, can I ask you this?
Go ahead.
Do you think WWE value the fans' reaction in person more, or do you think they value online reaction? I guarantee Vince or Triple H don't give a fuck what people got to say on the internet. If Ronda's giving reactions in person, he's going to keep pushing Ronda. If Liv is getting reactions, he's going to keep pushing Liv. You keep making this notion. This is all online. This is the internet.
Let Love go. Let Love go.
If I may.
Go ahead, Love.
Go ahead.
First of all, Steven, I'm going to get you up at the way real quick. One thing, we all know at the beginning of Raw, middle of Raw, and Raw, they always, when they have like little commercial breaks, they always tout how many views they got on a YouTube video, and that's the internet. So we're not going to act like they don't care about the internet stuff, because they care about that almost more than anything. Because
I'm not saying that, Love. I'm not saying they don't, but I guarantee they probably value a lot of the reactions in person than a lot of what the person that made the fire hashtag. Like, they don't care.
I ain't done.
Okay,
I ain't done.
So go ahead.
I think it's a 50-50 kind of thing. I do understand. I do think that there are points where they're like, okay, we worry more about the crowd cheering than who's going on at home. I think it's a 50-50 kind of thing. I think you can't give one without the other. Also, I was at Extreme Rules. Y'all know I was pissed when Ronda won. I was
Ronda, baby, yes sir.
I was in another ass Ronda Rousey chair. I'm in the chair. Look, I'm sitting on Ronda. I was pissed.
Yes, sir.
I still want that
chair.
Yes,
sir.
You want it? I don't care. I don't want that shit. Go ahead. I'm gonna say like this. I have a video. I'll put all you on the group chat, and I will sing out this video. It's mostly me pissed off. It's mostly my face. But if you listen, there's no cheering. There's no booing. It's just a lull. And this is before I went down to the floor. We're up in the 105, 106 section at the point. When Liv passed out, smiling and all that crazy shit, there was a lull. No one said a word. And if you don't believe me, I will send you this video. You know I'm not saying nothing. No one was saying anything. There was no boo. There was no cheer. It was just like, And I'm looking to my left. I'm looking to my right. I'm waiting to see someone. My face happy. I'm waiting to see someone crying. It was just, what happens next?
It sounded pretty dead.
It was done.
To be fair,
there was no reaction when she won. Now, I'm not saying there weren't people in the arena that were happy. I'm sure if I looked around, I would have saw someone with a kill-tone jumping up and down, screaming and shit. But it wasn't. It went quiet in there. And we in Wells Fargo, Philadelphia. I ain't gonna big myself up. I ain't gonna big my city up like that. And Steven, you know, because we from the same place. Philly get live.
They'll tell you. They will tell you though. They will
get live. All right. So. And mind you, we had one of the biggest returns that night, and the crowd was off the fucking charts when Bray came back. So I heard the crowd at its lowest when Ronda won, and heard the crowd at its highest when Bray came back. When she won her match, the crowd was a low. When Bray Wyatt came back, the crowd, the roof came off the place. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, that's not a bad. Hold on. I'll go ahead, Mitch. Go ahead.
I'm just asking the question because when Ronda Rousey won or whatever, was it because were they quiet because she won, or were they quiet because everybody in there was a Liv Morgan fan and they wanted her to win? I don't know if it's all about Ronda Rousey being ass more than or less than the fans loving Liv Morgan to a higher point where they were mad that Liv Morgan lost, not just Ronda Rousey sucks. So
I'll add on to that. I'll add on to that real quick. Are we not gonna act as though that people care for the Liv versus Ronda whole feud? Like, people gave up after that feud on SummerSlam. After that, no one gave a fuck about that feud. So we're not going to act as though people were so excited for the feud the whole entire match. Like, no one cared for that feud after what happened with the SummerSlam thing.
I definitely don't think that's true, because I definitely heard when Ronda and Liv came out and both of them got cheered. Both of them got a pop. Both of them got a pop. So at that point, it was an even reaction.
Wait. Go ahead, Mitchell. Go ahead.
She got the same thought because you said got a pop and then she didn't. So,
and I just want to say, are you trying to compare Ronda winning a title to the long-awaited return of Bray Wyatt, bro? Let me just say another thing. You think anybody gave a fuck about most of anything that happened when they were all waiting for Bray Wyatt, bro?
Ronda
sit here lying.
No, you're wild.
Ronda's supposed to be this next.
What? Because
we only tuned into Extreme Rules to see if Bray Wyatt was coming back. Everybody in this
y'all are saying
only tuned into Extreme Rules to see if Bray Wyatt came back.
Exactly. I don't want to hear.
If y'all
say no, you're lying.
If you only went to Extreme Rules just to see a possible Bray Wyatt return, then you're crazy.
Y'all trying to say
because people sold out an arena in AEW off of a rumor that CM Punk was going to return. So what are we talking about right now? So like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, come on now.
Do y'all even remember what happened on Rampage that night besides Punk returning? I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know who that CM Punk guy is. I don't know who that was.
Hold on.
I don't acknowledge
So we comparing
the
Rampage episode to pay-per-view? That's what we doing?
No, we're comparing to pay-per-view.
No.
That wasn't a pay-per-view. That was on TV.
No. Rampage. No. I said the Rampage episode to a pay-per-view with Edge on it, Finn Balor on it.
So you're not hearing what Mitri's saying?
The return.
So hold on, no. But
somebody
no. But y'all said
I was saying comparing.
Okay, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I was comparing the fact that he said Ronda winning the title compared to Bray Wyatt returning with the whole reaction thing. I mean, bruh, like Mitri said, everyone bruh. They wanted Liv to win. They wanted Liv to win.
Wait.
Ronda's the heel. Ronda's the heel.
I was saying because y'all were saying that who's gonna go who's only gonna go to Extreme Rules, who's only gonna watch Extreme Rules just for an inkling that freaking Bray Wyatt's gonna come back, when people sold out an arena in AEW off of a rumor that CM Punk was gonna return. That's what I was saying.
A 7-year-long return that was pretty much already set in stone. Also, that was
Bray Wyatt coming back was pretty much set in stone.
That was an episode of Rampage first.
And if you didn't think so, that's on you for not following the White Rabbit.
That was the only Rampage that was good too, by the way.
Hello. My thing is that y'all are comparing CM Punk selling out. Look, people only went there for CM Punk. Literally, only there for CM Punk.
Bro, and you gonna sit there and not say that people didn't only watch Extreme Rules for Bray Wyatt? Listen. You can go on my podcast, bro. I followed the whole White Rabbit thing.
Do you want me to name?
I literally only watched it.
Do you want me to list the names?
Because I'm gonna pull a Jason right now. Bro. No.
I'm gonna ask you this one question. Hold on, Tio.
Hold on. Do you want me to list the names that was on that card?
Hold on. I'm gonna ask you. Go ahead. Tio, name me up. Throughout that whole Extreme Rules match, name me something that you were looking forward to.
I got the card up right here.
Something besides the Bray Wyatt, which you already knew was coming back. Please let me know were you excited for that Extreme Rules match?
The whole card. What are you talking about?
Lie.
Whole card.
So you was just for Bray Wyatt coming back.
You're wild, Steven.
Hold on. So we asked as though that people really wasn't excited for Extreme Rules because everyone was excited because everyone know Bray Wyatt was coming back. That's not act as though that Bray Wyatt didn't have that big call right there.
That's the only reason why they were excited. That's not the only reason why they were excited.
It was 100% a part of it. What are y'all talking about?
It was a part of it, but not the only reason.
That was one of the main reasons. That was one of the main reasons.
It wasn't the only reason.
That was
the main reason.
Like I said, I'm about to pull a Jason right now because Jason literally would have gave Survivor Series the greatest score ever, but he being biased because Seth Rollins lost. Let me ask y'all a real opinion here. Would Extreme Rules really have been that good if that was really the ending, with Riddle just winning the match and that was it? Nothing else would have happened?
That was a good show.
That was a good show.
The
show was not terrible.
That was a great
Wyatt wasn't the main draw.
I quit match.
Guess what the low point was? Guess what the low point was? Guess what the crowd was the quietest for?
He was bringing up a live match. All right, Loft. We're bringing up the match that Bro, Loft, you can even agree, bro. No one wanted Ronda to win. So regardless if she won, no one was going to give her a reaction.
You know who did want Ronda to win? The three little girls wearing kilts behind me screaming, "Ah!" every time Ronda did something. And even when Ronda won, I look back and they just sitting there like this. I'm like, cheer, they do something. They were hyped during the match, and then the match ends.
Nah, it's because they saw Loft not famous in front of them. They're like, is that really him?
Loft
not famous became famous.
That didn't happen.
Loft got a lot of
Loft not famous?
That didn't happen.
Loft got famous that night.
Jay, don't think I ain't let you off the hook. I'm still waiting on those five good Ronda matches from this year.
Jay, get that shit out the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead.
I got you right now. Hold up. All right. Without being biased, that ending was weird, but their WrestleMania match was good. I don't care what y'all niggas say. Ronda versus Charlotte Mania was good. That ending was a little bullshit, but that match was good.
Okay.
Charlotte versus Ronda at Backlash. I'm using two Charlotte matches. I don't give a fuck. Charlotte versus Ronda at Backlash.
Of course.
Now this is.
Hold on, Jay. But you brought up Liv when all her matches were good with Becky, so I'm not trying to hear her talking about.
I named three.
You brought up one with Bianca. You brought up one with Bianca, so don't try to pull that card on Jay talking about with Charlotte. Like Liv,
Chat. Did I not bring up a match with Sonya and Shayna? Chat, did I not?
No,
I did.
He's not done. Hold on, he's not done.
Go, Jay.
Let's finish the list. Finish the list.
Go ahead, Jay.
Ronda versus Natalia at Money in the Bank.
That was valid. That's valid.
Okay. Let me think. Ronda's been some
question.
Ronda Raquel on SmackDown.
Ronda Raquel.
That was a big match also.
I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even gonna name that, but that's 4. And I ain't gonna lie. I think that Fatal 5-Way was a decent squash. for a squash.
SmackDown. Oh yeah, when she came through and just beat everybody up. Oh yeah.
Yes. That's 5 matches.
That was
right
a
That was cool, guys. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, you like that? That was cool.
That was a 7-star.
Yeah, that was cool. That shit was stupid. That shit was ass. Don't
No.
Chat.
I like that one.
What y'all think about these matches, man?
You got the crowd going crazy? Yeah. Yeah, you like that?
What y'all think about these matches, man? Chat.
Remember what Jay said though? He said he weren't ass. He said name matches that weren't ass.
I did not name no bangers. I just named decent Ronda matches. That's it. Ronda has been shit.
I'm gonna ask Chat this. Out of the 5 matches that I named with Liv, and out of the 5 matches that Jay named with Ronda, which of these, which matches you take out of the 5 that I named?
Let's also say that both women were heavily carried.
Liv's was obviously better, but that's not my argument though. You just asked me to name 5 good Ronda matches. Liv's matches have been way better this year. That wasn't my discussion.
Oh, well, I think we're done with this debate with that. Hey,
bro,
Jay just said
we're
gonna add this no Becky Liv, bro.
You're flip-flopping right now,
bro. I don't see how that ends the debate, bro. Like,
no,
it's no secret
I'm
that
calm
Liv.
down. I'm just playing calm down.
No, I'm just saying, it's no secret that Liv has been better.
Calm down.
Like, we just been the round of saying.
Hey, chat, I'm living y'all answers right now. I'm living y'all answers,
Becky
chat.
didn't carry Liv throughout those matches.
It's probably back
I named you 4 that didn't have Becky in. I named you no. Okay, I named you.
You had one with Bianca. You had one with Bianca. We not gonna ask you though. Bianca didn't carry through.
You can name a Ronda.
The Sonya Deville match was straight tables. It was straight tables. It wasn't even. It was straight tables.
Bro, I'm not trying to hear that.
It was straight tables.
Bro, wait a minute. Was Ronda and Charlotte? Ronda and Charlotte at Backlash, was it not a whole I Quit match with weapons? What are we talking about? We're moving the goalposts.
Listen to the people. They're speaking. Listen to the chat.
Goalposts. The people are speaking right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what we're talking about.
Real quick. You know what? Fuck it. I'll pull a Rondo. Fuck them people in the chat. I lied. I love you. I love you.
Don't even care.
Hold on. But real quick,
it's all good. Y'all don't care.
To kind of like piggyback onto that, y'all are saying that the Sonya match was all tables or whatever. Why is that automatically invalidated? Like, certain matches are bangers and they're tables matches or ladder matches or whatever they are. Why does that invalidate it being a good match?
Let the record show I don't have a problem with that match. I don't. Me personally.
Because that would be like saying, oh, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and Dudley's, their match doesn't count because it was all weapons.
Hold on. It does.
Hold on. Wasn't good. That's the problem. They're like, it's all tables because when they had a table spot in the Ronda and Liv match, and it was still nothing, that doesn't matter. They had more weapons in that match. That didn't matter. It still fell under the Sonya match. Having weapons doesn't change a match was good or bad. The fact of the matter is that Liv had 2 Extreme Rules matches in that 2 weeks, and only one of them stepped up to par.
Well, it goes back to the point where y'all saying Liv Morgan can carry a match and Liv Morgan can do this in the ring. It's an Extreme Rules match. You don't have to do that much in the ring work.
Main Street, hold on. So you contradicting yourself, man. Can she carry a match or not?
Liv can never carry a match. Liv would never carry no one in a match. Stop it.
He cannot carry no match.
Hold on.
Okay, so hold on. So
that's my question. What does she do to y'all?
Hold on. So to that
point, what did Ronda do to y'all?
Hold on.
Bro, y'all, Liv was nobody.
Let Pat go. Let
Pat go. Hold on. So to what Mitri just said, because in y'all opinion, Liv can't carry a match. She had, like Zay said, she had 2 matches in those 2 weeks. 2 Extreme Rules matches. One against Sonya, one against Ronda. One of them was better than the other, and the only differing opinion was the opponent because Liv was involved in both of them. So if the good one was with Sonya and the bad one was with Ronda, what's the underlying factor of what's bad?
I mean,
the opponent, which means Ronda.
If we keep it at being carried in a match isn't really a thing, bro. You know.
I'm not talking about being carried. I'm talking about just the matches.
Just the match quality.
Just the matches objectively. Okay. The Sonya and Liv match was good. The Sonya and Ronda match wasn't. And the only changing factor in the match was the opponent. And the opponent for the bad match was Ronda.
No. That's not the whole thing. That's not the whole context, bro.
That is the whole context.
That is the whole context.
Hold on, bro. Liv and Sonya have more chemistry than a Liv and Ronda match, bro. Liv and Sonya have had matches, had many matches before where they know each other in the ring, so they can carry.
So what's the excuse with the other matches?
Hold on. I got you. Hold on.
What's the excuse with
the other matches?
matches?
We gonna ask though Liv and Ronda had like a million matches. They had
no.
Extreme
I'm saying
Rules match was their one good match where he was actually wrestling. The one at Money to Bank was a roll up, and the one at SummerSlam, I don't know what the fuck that was. To be honest, I really don't know what the fuck that was. So he's not gonna ask though Liv and Ronda just had all these good matches or had all these good chemistry matches compared to a Liv and Sonya match. Like, come on, no, fuck, I know that's a bad no, bro.
No,
what do we?
Y'all just bring up anything at this point.
The bad match is not because it's Ronda Rousey is bad in the ring. She didn't have chemistry with Liv Morgan. They both don't carry a match. So it's gonna be hard to carry.
She got chemistry with nobody.
Hold on.
Oh no! Don't say that. Don't say that. Because I thought it was
your ass at that point.
In 2022, other than Charlotte, Who is the woman that she's had chemistry with?
Raquel.
Natalia. Natalia had matches.
Hold on. Okay. Wait. I love it because y'all contradicting yourself. So the Natalia match was a good match, right?
To me, it was solid. It was a solid match.
And y'all have said that Ronda needs someone that's good at carrying her, right?
No, it's all about it's chemistry, not carrying. It's chemistry.
But just a minute ago, she needed somebody who can lead the match because she's a
Oh my god, it's like
no. Don't put words in their mouth. I said don't put words in all their mouth. What I said, me personally, I feel like Ronda has been in bad situations because most of the time she doesn't have people that know how to guide her.
Bad situations.
Why the matches suck, such as a Liv Morgan, such as a Shotzi Blackheart.
Okay, so by that same logic, would you say Liv Morgan was in a bad situation with her title reign?
Absolutely not. I agree on that. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think from the moment she won the title, she was in not when she won the title. When SummerSlam happened, she was in a bad situation because the way how Liv Morgan beat Ronda Rousey, it was believable. Ronda was on one fucking leg. But what they also did was show that she's a little bit weak because she almost tapped out to one-legged Ronda. But nonetheless, she won that.
Actually, she didn't almost tapped out. She tapped out.
Steven, chill out. But when SummerSlam happened, they made her look incredibly weak because she tapped out. But all of a sudden, she becomes the first woman to beat Ronda Rousey twice. I will agree in the fact that Liv Morgan, pretty much from the start, or at least at SummerSlam, was fucked. I will agree with that. I'm not going to argue.
She never should have won.
She was.
She never should have beat her.
She was fucked.
She never should have beat her for the title in the first place. She was not ready for that shit.
So I got a question. Okay. So what do you all define as chemistry?
Hold on.
Hold on. Josiah went first. I want to hear Josiah.
What define it as chemistry? Well, it's not really a definition, but I can tell you examples.
But your definition.
Is if two wrestlers have, that similar, well, not really similar style, but like if they both can actually like perform in a match. That's basically is what it is. Like if they both know their style,
complementary to one style or not one style, but
if they both know their style, if they both can run the ropes,
Okay. So the reason I'm asking, and obviously I can leave Josiah out of this conversation because his definition is different, but y'all are saying that her matches are objectively bad with Liv or Son or whoever because she hasn't had so many matches with so many people. She hasn't had so many matches with Raquel, and y'all are saying that's a good match. So if she hasn't had the same amount of matches with the same amount of people, chemistry, where does the chemistry come in? Because she had more matches with Liv than she did with Raquel, but y'all are saying the Raquel match was good.
Oh, Pat.
There's good chemistry.
Liv and Ronda had one actual official
There's
match.
good chemistry and bad chemistry.
So with Raquel,
there is.
That might be the nicest way of saying someone can't wrestle.
With Raquel, this is my opinion. With Raquel,
what are you talking about? Like what?
That's the nicest way of saying.
I'm not gonna say Raquel. To me, it's a completely different. It's completely different because most of Raquel's matches is David and Goliath, and Raquel, she knows how to lead a match that way. You look back at her match with Dakota Kai. You know what I'm saying? That was a perfect David versus Goliath. Look at her match with Mandy Rose. Io Sky. She does a great job at leading and making sure Ronda knows how to follow a match of that caliber. Ronda also had the same, almost the same type of match with Nia Jax. David and Goliath kind of match with women who are, Lewis, shut the fuck up. With women who are tall. Let's say tall. Women who are tall, that knows how to work the David and Goliath match. Goliath match. Shut the fuck up. Goliath match that they know how to lead. And Raquel, she knows how to lead somebody, regardless if it's a Ronda Rousey or whoever's in the ring with. She knows how to make sure to get the best out of them because she knows how to work with a person that size because she has to stoop down to that level.
Okay, so then to my question to that point, if we're talking just by your own definition, taller individuals, that would be like Raquel, Bianca's taller.
Yeah, we could put Rhea in that category.
Rhea, Charlotte. Okay, so to that. The other females on the roster, are we just supposed to, what's the word? Supposed to cater? Downgrade let's say cater to the fact that the match might be as good because they're not as big. And if that's the case, if they're smaller, let's say someone like Liv or someone like that, then shouldn't Ronda, because she's Ronda Rousey and she's this bigger, then shouldn't she technically be the Goliath in the match and be able to carry it because she's the bigger, stronger one?
From your definition, she should, but I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up the ass. I'm Team Ronda, but whenever she's a Goliath, she's not good. She's not good at leading a match. But it also goes what I said, when they put her in the ring with examples being Shotzi and Liv, they're not Goliaths in their own right either. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
they're not.
Ronda's best matches have been with people who are Goliaths. Or best matches are with people who are Goliaths or people who actually know how to lead, like a Sasha Banks, a Charlotte. Nia Jax wasn't even that bad. I don't give a fuck what y'all said. Nia Jax wasn't bad. Her match with Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella's not the best in the ring. Like I said, you don't have to be the best in the ring, but you have to know how to get through a match and lead a match. She gave Nikki Bella her best match at Evolution. You know what I'm saying? Her match with Charlotte at Survivor Series or whatever the fuck long ago that was. It's all about leading a match, and with you being the more experienced superstar, how can I guide this inexperienced superstar, or how can I help them? You know what I'm saying, make this match a lot better. Roman did that with Logan Paul, which was great, and then John Morrison did that with Bad Bunny. You know, putting solely the blame on Ronda is just stupid, because it takes two people to have a good match. You know what I'm saying? Mark Henry and Undertaker, that shit was ass. Shit was not good. You know what I'm saying? But we don't shit on Undertaker for the bad match. We don't shit on Henry on the bad match. We just say it was bad chemistry, or their styles don't mix. That's the same thing that I'm applying with Ronda. You can't fully put the blame on Ronda because the shit was ass. Either their styles don't mix up, or they just don't have the right chemistry, their footwork ain't on time, and whatever. It's that shit. But putting the blame on Ronda why the matches have been bad, it takes two people to have a match.
If that's the case, then,
go ahead, Zay, go ahead.
If that's the case, then why does she have the championship when she lacks chemistry with so many women on the roster she's supposed to be leading?
Yeah, not only that. Check me out. The point Lewis is making would make sense if we were just judging one match or one opponent. We're judging multiple matches with multiple opponents. She's having a bad chemistry with multiple people, multiple matches. It's just not good.
So here's what I'll say to counter that. So hold on, wait, real quick. So here's what I'll say to counter that. When Ronda got to the scene, she was immediately putting against these high-profile women, right? So, all right, so let's compare her with somebody with Charlotte, right? Charlotte, whether you guys like it or not, she's a motherfucking goat. Fuck y'all. But whether you guys like it or not,
you're right.
Charlotte can put on almost a banger with anybody, right? But that's because they made her work with any level, all levels, no matter what, right? With Ronda, they haven't put her in that situation where now she has to step her game up and fucking work with these other people. You know what I'm saying? They never fucking done that. All they put Ronda in was scenarios where she can be carried, she can look good and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's exposing Ronda's flaws. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna blow smoke up nobody's ass. I'm not saying Ronda is the best in-ring worker or whatever, but Ronda is somebody that needs to be guided, that needs following and shit like that. And with the whole chemistry shit with Shotzi and Liv, they're the same way. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't get that much time with Shotzi in the ring. That's where the chemistry don't come in. Yeah, what they're gonna do before the matches start, but they don't have that much chemistry going on. Thing with the whole Liv Morgan shit. Like, if I remember correctly, house shows bring up chemistry, correct? If you look back at most of the house shows, it was Ronda, Liv, and fucking Natalya. They never had the one-on-one chemistry. They had triple threat chemistry with another person in there, but they never had true chemistry. They never given Ronda an opportunity to work with these women. I'll even put devil's advocate out there too. They never gave Shotzi an opportunity like that either, or Liv an opportunity to go like that either. But to fully put the blame on Ronda is just blasphemy.
Okay, but
hold on. To make a match.
Hold on. So to that point, you said that on the house show circuit they never put them together, so that's why the chemistry wasn't built. If you go back look on the house show circuit, there wasn't one Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul match, and that match was a banger.
You're right. I got no argument about that.
It's because Roman, that's why Roman Reigns talking about.
Yeah. Also, with the whole Shotzi thing, does that mean we don't put, like, Jay, you have called Chauncey a burger for the past 2-3 months.
Damn, Jay.
Just
3 years.
Just because of that, just because the Money in the Bank botches. Look, Money in the Bank, for context, the Money in the Bank botches, she botched a little bit with the ladders. All the women, all the women in the match. I'm not gonna lie, all of
everybody has their bad days. Everybody has their bad days.
Check me out though. She's botching like crazy. But if I'm being honest, all of the women in the match was having problems with the
that match
ladders.
was some shit.
Everybody has their bad days, but yeah.
Secondly, you're calling her burger after the Survivor Series match. You called her burger after the Lash Legend match. With the logic that Lewis is using, those are just bad fits for Chelsea. That's just bad chemistry. She should have been put with like better women.
No, I agree. I agree on that.
I think there are some scenarios. I think there are some. My fault. No,
Jay dying over here.
You need some water, man?
I've been dying over here.
You got COVID 2022, bro.
I think there are some scenarios where like you get put in like a scenario where you're bound to fail. Like Ronda versus Shotzi, no matter how much I like Ronda versus Shotzi should have never happened in my opinion. So I do think that there are some scenarios where like the match shouldn't happen at all, and I also think there are some scenarios where you should be able to carry a match. So like in Shotzi's case, I actually don't think Shotzi's that bad, but I think she is. I don't know what happened to her, but she has been horrible this whole year, and I don't think it's the fits. I think that she just had a bad year.
Okay,
but like in Ronda's case, I don't think Ronda has had some bad fits. I think she's just been some hot ass for like a couple of matches, but like not as much as like people are making it out.
So you change,
bro. Like,
so
I got just to real quick, just to kind of sidebar. And I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So to even out the thing, even if we split the blame 50-50 on the matches that Ronda has had, and we're saying it's just equally in the faults of the opponent as it is on Ronda. We're gonna split it down the level 50-50 from when she won at Backlash against Charlotte and everything else like that. Even if we say that whatever matches that she have been objectively bad or objectively good, 50-50. My point is, in those matches, yes, while you want to put, if you want to put equal blame on anybody, that's fine. We can put equal blame on Liv, on Shotzi, on where else she's faced that we think her matches are bad this year. But the point that I'm trying to make, and I can't speak for anybody else on my team, but the point that I'm trying to make is half of the blame or equal amount of the blame still falls on Ronda, who is the champion. She is supposed to be the figure point, that, you know, the face of this brand. And if she is not holding up that end, if she is not able to hold up that end, if we're doing an even 50-50 split, she is just as equally to blame as everybody else, but she is the champion. So that makes her a bad champion. You see what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense to anybody, or am I talking crazy?
Yep.
You're fine.
Again, if I'm playing devil's advocate, if we're split, I'll give Liv 50% of the blame. I'll give Shotzi 50% of the blame. In the I don't remember the Raquel match, but I'll take y'all's opinion of it. I love Raquel. She's from South Texas, like I am.
She's fine as hell.
I love Raquel.
That's great. She did.
Hell yeah.
So she did good. So we'll split that 50-50. Like I'm saying, we'll give everybody that she has faced an even 50-50 split. If we're doing that, and objectively she has had more bad matches than good matches, and we're giving her the equal amount of blame while simultaneously being champion, that means she's being a bad champion. Like, I'm not talking about draw right now. We'll do that part of the conversation again here in a minute. I'm strictly talking right now about in-ring work, the work she has put forth in the matches that she has done. She has objectively, and I say objectively because obviously there's an even amount of people that think she has and think she hasn't. She objectively has not done well. And from an in-ring standpoint, as a champion, that makes her a bad champion.
All right,
if you are the champion,
Pat, and you don't agree.
Pat,
if
can I ask you a question though? Well, keep going. So with that logic, that means Carmella was also a bad champion by that logic.
Yes. Nigga, what?
Yes.
All right. Now I'm just making sure, because it wasn't people
what
saying.
What the hell?
Because people were sitting here saying, "Oh, Ronda was the worst women's champion."
What did Carmella do to you?
Well, we had Carmella as champion at one point. But I'm gonna let slide.
I don't think Carmella got
like
much.
that, I ain't gonna lie.
Look though.
I was there in the
Carmella
Facebook celebration for Carmella, and she was fine as hell, man. Let me tell you, man. Put some respect on
Hold
that.
on, here, bro.
So hold on.
Hold on, go.
To Steven's point, I don't know if you remember Carmella's run, but Carmella only had one-on-one title defense in a pay-per-view setting. Let me specify.
Was that against Asuka? Was that the one against Asuka?
Yes, in a pay-per-view setting. Other matches were the cash-in and everything like that. So objectively, while yes, her run wasn't great, you have to look at it as a lot of times she was in multi-purpose matches or anything like that. Ronda has had significant one-on-one matches and hasn't performed up to the level of a one-on-one standard. That would just be like if we're, and this is completely sidebar off the wall, but if we're comparing matches in general and we're talking about better matches, Liv has had great matches while she was part of the Riot Squad, but that's not all on Liv in general. So that's why I didn't include those in any of my topics that I've talked about. If we're just talking Ronda against anybody else, I chose to only pick one-on-one matches because, again, Liv has put on great multi-man matches, anything like that. You don't have to be the star in a multi-man match for a match to be good. I'm speaking objectively between you and another opponent.
Yeah, you're right.
So, my thing is, like, we can look at people who have been champion and their matches have been bad, and whether or not they put butts in the seats, if their matches are bad, the matches are bad. And that goes with male, female, anything like that. Like,
so can I play devil's advocate here?
Go ahead.
All right, Pat, we gonna slow down that Goldberg.
Goldberg sucks, and we're not going to talk about Goldberg.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Y'all never seen Goldberg do a red arrow? Y'all missing out. Not tripping.
Go ahead,
Goldberg's red arrow.
Goldberg.
The golden arrow. Crazy. That's crazy. So all right, so
better matches than
I agree.
Shut the fuck up,
Steven.
You know that ain't true.
I agree that the whole Liv Morgan thing was doomed from the jump based on booking. Would you also say that quote unquote Ronda has been a bad champion because of booking as well, of how they booked her? Because as a booker, you have to know the strengths and weaknesses of your champion or whoever you're booking, correct? So would you say that booking has also doomed Ronda from the start?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it hasn't played a factor.
After Triple H,
it's a simple yes or no question. There's no but. I agreed with the Liv Morgan thing.
You're right.
Whole booking thing. Would you objectively say that the reason Ronda has been quote unquote bad is because of the way how they booked her?
I'm gonna say that's the full reason, but I say that's part of it. Yeah.
I think it's a lot. Triple H is bugging
right now. It's not a lot, but my thing. Hold on.
Bro, Theo,
you know what's crazy?
Sit up here and act as though Vince didn't book Ronda better than Triple H is doing right now.
Hold on, what? So hold on. My thing is, how many character changes does Ronda need? Because I said this before I came on here. Ronda got like 3, 4, 5 character changes this year. She came in as a face, the fight Charlotte, right? And then she changed to like this. I'm gonna do this open challenge thing. Then she did before that she did an anti-authority figure thing, beating up Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce.
I don't know why they stopped that. That was the best version of
open challenge thing, right? And then now she's a heel with Shayna Baszler, and somehow it's still not getting better. So it's like, how many character changes does one woman need before it's like,
but
this is where it is.
But this is where it falls on booking, because when you named when you said the whole anti-authority shit, I thought that was the best version of Ronda, to be honest.
Yeah, she should have stayed that way.
But it goes back, and I'm not saying you're wrong, Tio, but it goes back to my point where I'm saying booking is fucking her over.
Okay, but hold on. But to that point, hold on. To your point there, the booking can only work within the confines of what is presented to you. So she's on SmackDown, okay?
Absolutely.
So going back to what you said earlier about the whole David versus Goliath thing, the only big person they have on SmackDown is Raquel. So they have to book her with these people. And you're saying that she can't have matches with these smaller people. So what is they're always supposed to book her against Raquel? Like, she has to be booked she has to be booked in general. So
that's what I'm saying is, as a booker, you have to understand the strengths and weaknesses of it, right? So Ron SmackDown got no problem. Ron SmackDown got no motherfucking problem switching people back and forth between brands. We know that. They do that shit every fucking week. That wild card, fuck everything up. So if you have to understand the strengths and weaknesses of who you're booking, then you should understand who's what kind of style Ronda is comfortable in the ring with. Otherwise, you're setting not only her up for failure, but the rest of the women around her for failure too.
I feel like that's what they'd be doing.
That's fair. That's fair. Hold up. That's fair. And to jump in, I'll play Dell did it. To your point, you are correct. They should play the things. And on the booking side of things, if we want to see a change in Ronda, I feel like the answer is standing next to her. I feel like once they start the the Shayna feud with Ronda, because we all know it's coming, I feel like that'll be the turn that Ronda needs to eventually get better so we can all stop calling her
Shayna putting her ass
I will say that to y'all's advantage. Because they're both the same style, that MMA style of things, in which obviously fits Ronda better. So I feel like that's when Ronda will start to fit into her groove more. So I'll say that to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, like again,
Ronda can't play do well with Charlotte.
I'll piggyback on what TJ said. Like, y'all have heard me talk. I objectively, as a person, do not like Ronda Rousey, but I'm objectively able to split whether she's able to have bad matches or good matches or anything like that. I'm not saying Ronda can't be good. Because,
she can turn around.
Yeah.
She can turn this around.
That's what I said. She can turn around tomorrow.
She can turn around like this Friday.
She can't do that with that SmackDown roster. But
will she? That's the question.
Steve.
And I don't
okay,
think she
Steve.
will.
That's SmackDown. It's facts.
Liv
Who
is.
was on the SmackDown Women's roster?
Please tell me someone that can go toe to toe with Ronda.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for somebody to bring out.
Oh yeah, of course y'all waiting for me to. Of course y'all waiting for other people to be brought up. That's the only part.
Now this is the part where they tear down everyone else.
Thank you, Lawson.
I'm just saying who was on that SmackDown Women's roster.
Exactly. That's all I'm about.
Okay.
No one is touching Ronda on that SmackDown Women's roster outside of Shayna.
So hold on.
Yes.
So to play devil's advocate there, if nobody on that roster is touching Ronda Rousey, if only ones are Shayna and Raquel that are even on that level, does that mean, or shouldn't it mean, that because Ronda is the champion, and I'm not talking about past, I'm talking about we'll start from today going forward, shouldn't that mean that Ronda as the champion, as the face of the brand, should have to step up her game to make the roster better?
No.
Or do they have to dance around Ronda?
No.
Yes.
They gotta lay their game up.
What do you mean no?
The champion makes the title. The title doesn't make the champion. This has been said for years.
Facts.
Right now,
They
the
don't
title
have to do that. They don't have to.
Without that title, no one recognizing
Then why are you the champion? Then
Let me go. Why does she not? If she is the face of the brand and the champion, why does she not have to step up to make the roster better? Why do they have to make her better?
I know this nigga.
That's not on her, bro. That's not on her, bro.
Bro, people don't step up. People don't have to step up to Charlotte.
What?
She's not the champion.
Charlotte don't gotta raise her game for nobody. That's all I'm meant to say. That's what I'm meant to say. My fault.
Charlotte has good matches.
She's Charlotte Flair.
She's Charlotte Flair.
But I'm saying in general.
But what I'm saying is,
you got to start comparing Ronda to Charlotte. Charlotte,
hold on. Let me go.
I was saying it.
I'm saying she's a champion because of who she is. The WWE has her in that spot to try to help these other women get notoriety or get their spot or get their whatever. Ronda's not there to make nobody else better. She's there because
just because you're a big name doesn't mean you have to be the champion. Because you're a big name does not mean.
Hold on.
I don't see why people are laughing. She's putting them over. I don't understand.
Okay. She's not putting them over.
She's not putting them over.
No. Listen.
Ronda put shots over.
Hold on. So that acts though. So anyone that's in the ring with Ronda Rousey is instantly getting over because you're in the ring with Ronda fucking Rousey.
Yes, exactly.
So it doesn't
Bro.
Because Ronda's not putting them over.
Bro, Ronda didn't put shots over. Ronda didn't put shots over.
Over what? Over the rope?
Stop it. Ronda did shots over.
It's the same thing with Charlotte. If you're an up and coming star, you're in the ring with Charlotte's over. It's also putting you over. So it's not there.
So like,
So wait.
GG chat.
So to y'all's point, hold on. So to y'all's point, how is it putting them over if the matches that she had with Liv and Shotzi are bad? That's not putting somebody over.
Because they're in the ring with Ronda fucking Rousey.
If they're in
a match with Ronda says a lot.
She's out wrestled her name value at this point. Just because you're in the name with Ronda Rousey.
Gets people over simply by being Ronda. What about her gets people over just by being Ronda?
No, Ronda fucking Rousey. That's
Jay, we're not gonna do that, bro. We're not gonna.
We are gonna do that.
That's the question.
This is her name value at this point. She doesn't.
So basically, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Basically, y'all are saying it doesn't matter how good she is in the ring.
She got knocked out since she had competition.
Listen.
Barely decent wrestler in 2018. Really suck ass now. Ronda hasn't done anything to where her name value carries anything in the ring.
Well, hold on.
Ronda has not been that bad this year. I don't know why y'all
at that point. That's what you're saying.
Jay, you just said Jay.
Bro, yes, she has been asked, but she has not been that bad.
You just struggled to name 5 good matches, bro. You just
bro. She has not been as bad as y'all are dragging it to B tier. That's what I'm saying.
Have they asked Ronda to get better? Have they asked Ronda to put on 5-star fucking matches? Have they asked Ronda to do above and beyond? No, they haven't. They don't have to.
You sign someone, you are
they don't have to
give you their all.
They don't have to. She don't have to. That's not her fucking job.
So basically,
you can at least care to be there.
Her job.
She's there. Care to be there. Bro, she's there because she's the fucking champion. She's helping the other talent get on, bro. She's the draw. So if there are other women in the fucking
exactly,
no.
Let's TJ go.
Steven, chill. Let TJ go.
It's the same reason they
Hold up. Let TJ go, bro.
Mitri, I'm asking this specifically to Mitri. Let's switch it over. Let's say a company. Let's use Tom Brady as an example. A company says, Brady, we want you as a face of our company. We want you to help elevate our company. And he says, I'm not doing that. Are you telling me it's not his job to help elevate the company? That includes the people that work for the company. That means going out there, helping the people around you get better. If he doesn't want to do that, what the fuck did that say about him? It says he's not good at his job or he doesn't care about his job. He should not be the face of that company. Not if you work for a company. I don't care what your name is. If you work for someone and they put a title on you to put over people, you help them. Otherwise, you're a selfish piece of shit who shouldn't have the title.
That's what she's doing.
TJ, hold on.
No.
I got you. TJ, Ronda being in the ring with Ronda is a privilege. The fact that Liv was even had an opportunity to face Ronda says a lot. Ronda is a draw.
How much is she paying you, bro?
Hold on, let me speak.
How much she paying you?
No.
Let's Steven go.
Let's Steven go.
Y'all not gonna keep doing this. Y'all not gonna keep trying to make it seem like she's not a draw. Hold on. Y'all not gonna keep making it seem like she's not a draw. First of all, Ronda fucking Rousey is a draw no matter where she's at. So the fact that Shotzi's in the ring with her says a lot because not anyone can get a fucking match with Ronda fucking Rousey. That's what y'all not gonna do. Hold on. And plus, Ronda is a draw also. So whatever Ronda does is helping Shotzi and Liv no matter what y'all say in ring.
No, because like if you're in a match, if you're in a match with a big name.
It doesn't just like if Tio was in a match with John Cena, even if the match wasn't good, John Cena's also putting Tio over. It doesn't matter if the match is good or not. He's putting John. All right.
No, you know why? You know why it's different? Because Cena never once didn't care about this sport. He put his whole life.
Bro, no, it doesn't matter. He's putting over. Ronda's still putting Tio over.
That's not what he's doing.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on. All right. That's not what Steve's saying. John Cena and Ronda Rousey both are
go, TJ.
Hold on. John Cena and Ronda Rousey, they both have star value. So if you're in the ring with somebody like John Cena, if you're in the ring with somebody like Ronda Rousey, your value, your stock is gonna go up because, bro, that nigga had a match with freaking John Cena. That nigga had a match with Ronda Rousey. Your star value is obviously going to rise if you're in the ring with somebody like.
Okay, that's fair. And if you're gonna do that, First of all, don't use John Cena. He's on a whole different fucking level than Ronda Rousey. Anybody use John Cena's name, that's different because he's still famous today. Ronda's name severely fell off when she.
Oh, that's cap. No.
That's cap. That's cap.
No, you're bugging. No, you're smoking crack right now. You're smoking crack, bro.
Let me finish.
No, you said Ronda value
Let him finish.
Bro, Ronda can leave.
Let me
She'll still be fine.
Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
If you let me finish, Ronda's name dipped when she left in 2019. She was gone for 3 years. Nobody was talking about Ronda. I'm not saying she's not a draw. I'm saying her name doesn't hold the same weight that it did back then because she was gone for 3 years.
It does.
Let me finish.
I ain't gonna lie. It don't.
You compare that? That would be to say someone's a draw. That'd be like saying this person got to wrestle Bianca Belair. That can bring him up because Bianca's been consistent since she debuted. Never fell off. Only
He's been very
consistent. He's been a piece of the company. I'm not saying Ronda can't get back there. I'm saying until Ronda starts to improve, her name is going to keep falling.
Bro, CJ, hold on. First of all, to say that Ronda's name don't hold weight is just straight blasphemy because Ronda can leave WWE and does do whatever the fuck she wants.
Say it don't hold weight.
So you didn't just say Ronda isn't a draw?
You say it don't have the same weight.
Just said that.
You say it don't hold the same weight.
I said
It does hold the same weight.
It don't hold the same weight.
Even though it don't, bro. Even though it don't.
She's Ronda Rousey. What are you talking about?
Hey Jay, say it again. Jay, say it again, bro. Jay, everybody chill. Jay, say what you just said again, bro. Say it again.
You got. Hold on, I can't hear you because that happened. Bro. Ronda name, bro. Steven, bro. Steven, come on,
Jay. Ronda can leave WWE if, bro, whatever she does, if Ronda's name is on a poster, it's going to sell regardless.
I agree with that.
So that means her name still holds value. What is that about?
But it doesn't have the same
That's not what
value.
they saying, bro. To say that her name holds
does.
the same weight as it did 3 years ago, Steven, come on.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying, bro. Come on.
It's not the same value as 2019.
You're making us lose, man.
I'm
not the same value as 2018.
Because you're saying Ronda doesn't hold. Bro, Ronda
Steven,
can go
what the
out
hell?
in a row whenever the fuck she wants.
Steven, look at the chat. Steven, look at the chat.
No.
I've been having a great conversation
I don't
with
about
chat
right now.
about
No, I don't care about chat right now.
Hey, Lewis MVP.
Because you're making it seem like her name doesn't hold
Yo,
weight.
Steven.
We're not saying it doesn't hold weight. It says it holds the same
Steven
weight.
is Team Steven.
It does hold the same value.
You're falling.
Bro, if Ronda can go
Steven is
out
Team
and get a roll
Steven.
with
He's Team
Sweating.
Steven.
I think we want to just because of this right here with Steven.
Steven in the corner. Steven on the right. Steven hurt.
Join our team.
I'm sorry, new generation.
Steven one shot. He was Steven.
You're my dog, man. Come on,
Steven
now.
one shot.
My dog. I'm a realist though. Like I said, I'm not gonna post smoke nobody's answer. Steven, what the hell are you saying, man?
Liz, you're my dog now, man.
Bro,
Come on, now. We got this.
Bro, y'all seen
Something about a new generation.
JG Hater's husband.
Okay, hold on, I got a question. Okay, hold on. So if her name doesn't hold value anymore, how come she was about to main event WrestleMania this past WrestleMania with Charlotte?
We just said, oh my God.
We're not talking about that either.
Right?
Everybody knows Ronda Rousey.
Steven, you're not
Her
listening
name
to
don't
what
hold
they're
value,
saying,
but she always made event at
You're not
WrestleMania.
listening.
Oh,
As
no.
always,
You are
you're
not
not
listening.
listening.
Steven, you are not listening. We are not
I am
listening.
I just said her name doesn't hold value. Y'all just said her
We said
name
it
doesn't hold
doesn't hold the
value.
same
they're
value
saying
as
it don't
it
hold
used to.
Okay, all right,
they're
so
saying
if it
it don't
doesn't
hold
hold
as
the same
much.
value, how come
As it
she almost
used
made
to.
event at WrestleMania again? How come she almost made event at WrestleMania again? If
Steven,
that's the
they're
case,
saying it doesn't hold as
New
much.
generation.
exactly. So Jay, exactly. So if it doesn't, she would have never been in a position to main event WrestleMania again. That's
Okay, I
what
get
y'all
what you're
saying.
saying. Okay, I get what you're saying.
That's what y'all saying. If it doesn't hold the same
It's not the
value, she would have
same.
never been in a position to main
Oh
event
my God, it's not
WrestleMania
the same.
again. That's what y'all saying though. That's what y'all saying
Bunch of
though.
hateration.
That's what y'all saying though. It's not, yo, if her name, hold on. on.
It's
Her
Steve
name
for
doesn't
everybody
hold
right
the
now.
same
Hold on.
value, then why is she in a position to main event WrestleMania? If her name doesn't hold that much value, she wouldn't be in that position. She would have never won the Rumble if her name doesn't hold the
All
same
right, I
value.
see what he's saying now. He's
And her
playing
name
now.
didn't
I see
hold the
what he's
value,
saying.
she wouldn't be on posters consistently.
I've been doing
That's
it.
what y'all saying. That's what
Y'all
y'all
just
saying.
Let me explain. Steven, let me explain. Never once, and let me finish. Never once did I say her name did not hold value. I said it didn't hold the same value as 2019. So let me ask you this.
Okay, then why was she close to main event
Wait, let him
WrestleMania?
Let him answer.
Let me finish. I give you a ticket. I tell you this ticket is good for one Ronda Rousey match. Is it a 2018 Ronda Rousey match or a 2022 Ronda Rousey match? Which one are you picking, Steven? I know damn well it ain't 2022.
Obviously, I'm gonna pick 2018. I'm not blasphemous. Ronda hasn't been all that great. I'm not blasphemous. But
you always say that she is great.
It's Ronda
You always say
regardless.
that
It
she
just
is
depends on who
great.
she's fighting. I don't know who she's fighting. It's Ronda regardless. I don't know who she's fighting.
Okay, so hold on. So hold on.
I'm trying to see Ronda
No,
Rousey live.
I'm asking you the year. You know, I'll even fix it. Ronda Rousey 2018 versus 2022. Who is winning the match? Who has more star power? Which version of Ronda? 18 or 22?
It doesn't matter because Ronda Rousey.
Both had the same amount of star power. She's Ronda fucking Rousey.
But
She's Ronda Rousey.
Hold on. So I got a question. So he's talking about how she almost main evented this year's WrestleMania that she had with Charlotte or whatever. Okay, so let's say right now, I'm just going to, again, I'm only using right now as an example. Okay, so Ronda is going to be in the feud with Raquel. The Raw women's match right now is going to be Bianca versus probably, I don't know. Does anybody know?
Alexa.
It's probably
looking like Alexa.
It's probably Alexa.
It's looking like Alexa.
So Alexa, from a fan standpoint, as wrestling fans, and again, I'm speaking opinionated, so please let me speak before you start hooping and hollering.
No, hoop and holler right now. No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
Go, Pat.
So from a fan standpoint, and again, I'm speaking objectively, I feel that more people would rather see Bianca versus Alexa versus Ronda versus Raquel.
You're right.
So that's just me speaking objectively. So from April, when WrestleMania is, till December, which is right now, if people are preferring to see Bianca and Alexa as opposed to Ronda and Raquel, again, while not taking anything or diminishing from Ronda's star power overall, from then until now, it has gone down some because they wouldn't want to see her in the main event again. See what I mean?
I see what you're saying, but
that's I would pick for that.
And that's why I said objectively. That's why I said objectively.
No, I get what you're saying. That's a good point, but I'm just saying that's a hard scenario because niggas would have wanted to see Bianca earlier in the year, regardless, over to Ronda. So that's just a hard example.
And that's fair. That's fair. I'm not. Bianca is a star. Bianca's a star. Like I'm not diminishing.
What you said was valid. I'm just saying that's like a harder.
Yeah, and I'm saying like I can go back and talk about her UFC run and all that. I'm not going to do that. I'm talking from the time she's come back till now. In the eyes of a lot of fans, she isn't the huge name that she used to be. And I'll even play devil's advocate and say and agree to Lewis's point that some of that's on her booking, but you got to put some of the blame of that on Ronda too, man. She's got to be able to come in and at least be competent.
I agree.
To keep the shine alive. To keep the shine alive, or to keep the popularity alive. You know, you have people that come in and put on bad matches, whether they're stars or not, or whether it be from Hollywood or be from, when they bring legends back. But if they put on bad matches, we look at them as bad, as just being objectively bad in the ring, or, not being able to put on a good match or whatever. It can be, and that can be from anybody coming in. Again, you had the Logan Paul being able to come in. I know we said we weren't going to talk about it, but objectively, when Goldberg came in, was the greatest whenever he would be in a match. Everyone would be like, God damn, Goldberg got another world title match. Like, It would just kind of be like that.
Done, man. He's just done, bro.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, yes, we can objectively say, or we can say that it does fall on some of the booking, and it can even equally fall as some of the opponents and everything like that. But some of the blame, as much as equally amount as her opponents or anything like that, has to be put on Ronda because she wants to. I'm not even say she wants. She is the face of the company. She has said previously that she wants to build up the division, and part of building up the division is putting on competent matches to make the other women look good. And again, I'll split 50-50 with her opponents, with anybody that she comes up against. But it has to, some of the blame has to fall on Ronda too. It can't be that the match is bad and whatever comes out and is like, oh, nah, it's all on everybody else. Ronda's not at fault whatsoever. Some of the fault has to fall on her too, bro. Like it has to be.
I'm not saying it's not, but a lot of the fans are just 100% blaming Ronda. If you look at that Ronda Shotzi match, everyone was just completely just blaming Ronda as if Shotzi just had no, like she was just wrestling out there by herself, as though Ronda wasn't. I said Ronda, Shotzi wasn't fucking throughout that whole match. People are specifically just only blaming Ronda. I'm not saying y'all are, but majority of fans are just 100% blaming Ronda whenever a match doesn't go how people expect it to go. So I'm not gonna sit here and just. Of course, Ronda hasn't been the great. I ain't gonna lie, she hasn't been that great. But my problem is people are 100% blaming it on her as though she's just wrestling there out there by herself. There is an opponent that she's wrestling. Yeah. We're acting as though Shotzi is some 5-star fucking classic or fucking Liv Morgan, some 5-star fucking classic wrestler. No.
You're right.
Lob rolling in his grave ring.
You're right.
I'm just bringing up her feud. I'm bringing up people she's been feuding with this year. I'm bringing up people she's been feuding with this year.
Hold on, but to your point, Stephen, and I'll agree with you. I will. You know what? I'll play devil's advocate. I'll 100% agree with you. But what you have to understand, what you have to look at is in the eyes of a fan, whether that be a casual or an above average fan like we are, the champion is perceived to be the best at what they're doing. Right. So when the match looks bad, the fault is ultimately, I'm gonna say about 8 times out of 10, put on the champion. And that is on. And when it has gone on consistently, and the only consistent factor is your champion, that is, and I'm not saying that's 100% the case. I'm saying if you're looking objectively, you know, when someone has a bad title run, yeah, the matches can be bad, but ultimately a lot of people look at the champion being a bad champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be a good champion and have somewhat offset matches or whatever, but if you're having somewhat consistently good matches, you're having somewhat consistently good promos, you're showing up like you want to be there, you're doing this, you're doing that, then that kind of provides them more in a positive light. Since Ronda has come back, and when she left, remember, right after she left, she did the interview where she said, fuck the fans and all that. She already came back on a bad note. And then she came back, and booking whatever aside, the matches that she had have been objectively not great. So that has only negatively portrayed her.
So can I play devil's advocate real quick? So for one, I do agree with you that the champion is looked at as they're the best, and the champion would most likely take the blame. Not most likely, they will take pretty much all the blame. But would you also agree that if you have a champion, you have to build around that champion? Because if we look at past champions, like I don't know how y'all feel about them, Jinder Mahal, the way that how they built around Jinder Mahal was to put him in the ring with people that are better than him. You know what I'm saying? People that in the ring that can guide him to, make his character work. If you look at the SmackDown women's division, I'm not even going to name Liv and Shotzi. It fucking consists of Lacey Evans, Zelina Vega, Raquel, which is a W. Fucking shit. Damn, there's barely any fucking women there. God damn, good job, Lewis. But those 3 women I named, those aren't people you can look at and be like, yeah, like that's somebody Ronda can truly work with. Because although I do think Lacey's not that bad, but pretty much the same scenario as Ronda, they just had a baby and shit. They're just coming back, and Lacey hasn't been the same either. But those 3 women I named, you can't look at them and be like, yeah, Ronda's capable of putting on a decently good match with these women. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing a good job booking wise, building the division around Ronda.
And that's fair. But then you also said earlier that the wild card rule, so that doesn't mean shit. Whoever's on the roster doesn't mean shit. They can move people back and forth.
Absolutely. But what I brought up the wild card rule is they can use that and bring in more people to help build around Ronda. But have they done that? No, they haven't. They haven't put people around in that division to help Ronda out. Ronda objectively is the biggest star in that division. Now I have to name Shotzi and Liv because I can't fucking remember anybody else. But the division consists of Shotzi, Liv, Sonya, Lacey Evans, fucking Xia Li. Yep, remembered her. Tegan Knox just came back, which is a W. I love Tegan Knox. But objectively, most of those women, you can't sit here with a straight face, look at me in the face, Pat, and be like, these women are capable of putting on decently good matches with Ronda Rousey.
No, I'm not going to say bad matches, but I think objectively speaking, I think they are capable of at least bringing a decent match.
All right, that's fair.
Some more than others. I've never been a fan of Lacey, but I think certain people are able to bring Ronda to at least a decent match.
That's fair. I'll agree with that. That's fair.
Go ahead,
Real quick, I got one question. And I'm gonna contradict what I hate. 'Cause I hate when the other women are brought up in this Ronda Rousey conversation, but I'm gonna do the exact same thing now. So excuse me. But do y'all think Ronda's a better champion than Bianca or Mandy?
Hell, fuck no.
Mandy's the best champion. What are you crazy?
Mandy's the best champion right now.
Jordan Grace.
Whoa.
Nope.
They don't watch Impact Live.
I don't watch it. I don't gotta watch.
What about Jade? What about Jade?
I don't think Ronda's a better champion.
Jade,
Jade, no.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. Jade is such
50-50.
Jade is such a project. It kind of matters who you ask, because to me, I don't want that fucking belt on her anymore, bro. I'm done with that team.
I'm done.
Really?
I am serious.
I'm done with that team. Either give her the world title or something, bro.
She's outgrown that title.
That's a whole other debate.
She's outgrown that TBS.
She's outgrown that title, bro. That title is so shitty now. She's outgrown it, bro.
I feel you.
I think they're on the same level a little bit. Like Jade and Ronda, like the way they've been going.
Jade and Ronda are on the same level.
Like in the sense though, like they haven't been putting Jade hasn't been putting on good matches.
Steven, what are we doing here? Steven, what are we doing here?
Hold on.
Jade can only wrestle 5-minute matches. Y'all can only wrestle 5-minute matches.
Put on good matches. Y'all saying with a straight face, Jade put on good matches this year. Is that what y'all saying with a straight face?
He's been getting better.
He gets better.
Her match with Nyla Rose wasn't bad. Her match with Nyla Rose wasn't bad, and her match with Athena at All Out wasn't bad. Jade has actually been progressing.
You said her match with Athena was what?
I said her match with Athena wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't.
Stop.
It wasn't bad. Her match with Athena wasn't bad.
I didn't like that
match.
It wasn't bad. It was just really short.
It wasn't bad, bro.
It was too short.
It was
just really short, and the fact that okay.
No, I said it was good. I said it wasn't bad.
I've been very patient.
That's all I went back to Ronda. She's terrible.
Been very patient.
I just want to go on the record and say, I just want to go on the record to say, I said this in the TikTok video. I'm not even that big a Ronda fan. I'm just a wrestling fan who don't like it when people lie on another wrestler's name, good or bad. That's all it is.
So what's the logic, sire? That's what I.
A lot of the shit y'all be saying.
What? No, okay, specifically, what would be the logic?
That she hasn't been putting on like that. All her matches in 2022 was terrible.
Then we never said all of them.
Yes, y'all did.
You never said all.
Yes, you did.
Some of y'all have said all her matches.
You did. I put on.
I never said all.
I need transcripts. I need a video. I need transcripts in the video.
Y'all said she hasn't had no good matches in 2022 at all. All her matches.
Someone said she hasn't had no.
What standing?
All right. I like the wine.
I don't know about the rest of my team, but I'm standing.
I like your hoodie.
Yeah.
That's a W hoodie. I like that. Where you get that from?
One of y'all said who?
Where you get your hoodie from?
You talking to me?
Yeah, bro.
You
got the drip on.
Oh shit.
Where'd you get your Dewey from? Because I didn't know
that shit off online, bro.
You know that bit from the Rec Center.
Everybody say what they want to say.
Not at all. Thank you.
Well, I think Ronda Rousey as champion has put a lot of expectations on Ronda Rousey that is not.
She's champion.
No, because every champion that the WWE has, they don't put those expectations on every champion because every champion has a different purpose. Some champions are there for storylines. Some people are traditional champions. Some people are champions in storylines to advance the storyline. So
exactly.
Ronda's not a transitional champion.
I'm explaining that every champion should not have the expectations that you put on Ronda Rousey because she's the champion. She's the champion because she's a draw. She's the champion because they won.
But it's fast.
Just because you're a big name does not mean you have to be the champion.
My boy Steve about to say something.
Hold on, Phil. Why do you want your biggest draw as your champion, though?
It's not that I don't want my biggest draw to be a champion, but you don't always have to be the biggest draw to be a champion.
Why does WWE make her champion then?
She's a draw.
I wish I knew. Good question. Let me call you.
I wish I knew.
Yeah.
I wish I knew.
So why is Ronda Rousey the champion?
Let me call him.
But again, okay, well, hold on. To Dimitri's point, again, it's like I said in the TikTok the other day. We know why WWE does it. We know that she is. I never said that she wasn't a draw. But my question to y'all is, just because she is a draw, just because she's brought in to put asses in seats or whatever the situation may be, we are not allowed to say that she has gotten projectedly worse or she has put on bad matches or
no, I'm saying
no, you can state your opinion. You
no.
can have your opinion. We're not saying
that's cool. I'm saying you're putting over expectating shit out of Ronda Rousey because she's a champion. Because she's a champion.
We expected her to perform like a champion,
but
and she's not.
Okay, listen.
Everybody has her
I've
own
never
job.
want her to 5-star match.
Ronda's job right now is to pit over people.
I've never said she had to do a 5-star match at all.
Hold on, has Ronda Rousey
putting over people?
Let me go.
Ever been so y'all expect Ronda Rousey to be decent, but has she ever been that? Like she's been
2018.
Listen.
2018 Ronda.
She's been consistently the same her entire career. In 2018, she had.
No, she has not.
No, she has not. That's a lie. That's just a lie.
First run.
Hold on, bro. Because in 2018, she had better opponents. You can say that, right? She had better opponents in 2018 to make her show that she can do something in the ring because the opponents she had were better quality. In 2022, it's not the same thing, but she's the same fucking person. She's the same competitor. She has not changed. None of that shit. In 2018, she had better opponents, so yeah, she looks better in 2018 because she had better matches, better opponents that could help her carry those matches. So in 2022, what changed? Her opponents.
That's wild. That's really wild.
That's crazy. That is a crazy way to put
okay,
it.
so what's your opinion about it then?
Okay,
go ahead. Huh?
Because you say Ronda's champion because she's a draw, right? If that's the case, okay, let me put the world title on Logan then. You gonna tell me Logan's not
Let's get it. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it, bro.
That is
If we throw the title on Logan, can we throw it on Bad Bunny?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because here's the thing. Logan Paul now is the standard bearer for all celebrity matches. The thing is, Logan Paul is not going to be anything more.
I'm being dead ass. Yeah, y'all.
Hey, I'd love to see that Bad Bunny entrance with a title though. That shit will be live.
Logan Paul is the gold standard for celebrity matches now. Anything else like below that is kind of
Phil, you have a job now, 2K22. Put that title on Bad Bunny. We need to see it.
You don't think I got to get on the line on the universe?
Logan Paul on top. Yes, sir.
Logan Paul for life. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, man, my universe mode starting up on Twitch soon. You don't think I have Logan Paul on my roster?
Logan Paul for life.
World champ Logan sounds lit.
Axel, your name is wild now, brother. Your name is wild now. Stop that. It's kind of wild.
It's not like I got the Logan Paul merch. He lying.
Steven, I just wanted to tell
cap.
you made me
That
switch
is-
over
that
to
is a
Team
lie.
Christian
I know you got that
Wardlow
one
with
coming.
your outrageousness.
Wait, what'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
I just want to say that you made me switch my team to Team Christian and Wardlow with your outrageousness.
Team Warlow. I'm so confused.
You went rocking with Wardlow?
I never said. I never said.
Like I said.
I'm just saying, it's the way you said Wardlow. Like, Wardlow?
Oh no, he cool.
His name's not Ronda Rousey. That's why he doesn't like them.
Back on.
No, I don't have no issues with Warlow. I really don't.
You just said he's cool, just cool.
He's cool, bro.
I'm cool with him. I have no issue with him.
You hear this, Lewis? Do you hear this, Lewis?
Bro, I have hold on. Me saying I'm cool with someone is like a bad thing now.
Bro, Wardlow is a grown man. You better put
All right, me saying he's cool with someone is now bad. Okay, all right.
Don't be comparative.
Jeff Hardy.
Hold
Jeff
on,
Hardy.
Batista disrespect gotta stop.
That's crazy. He's Batista and
That's
Jeff.
wild.
That's ridiculous. Like, whoa.
Who? Wait, what
All
you
I'm saying.
Wardlow, because he does the Swanton bomb, he's Jeff Hardy now?
Man, Batista
I
was
heard you make that same comparison on the podcast. Do not do that to me right now. We talked about
I never said he was Jeff Hardy. I'm not
You're
going
a
to see like a
You're
face
a
paint.
Colin Kaepernick. Oh, you're a capper.
Hey, what the what?
I think I was watching that episode. I
Phil, what disgusting shit came out your
Hey,
face?
this is love, bro.
Don't first of all, don't ever compare me to Colin Kaepernick ever again because
You're
I
a capper.
don't want that.
Hey now,
And
what's
second
wrong
of
with Colin
Whoa,
Kaepernick?
what's wrong with Colin Kaepernick?
I've been very
It's going on TikTok. Cancel.
That's crazy.
Cancel.
Screen record. Let's go.
See, now you're legitimately trying to get me canceled, even though it's
I'm not trying to do nothing. You said it. Who said it?
It's been like that for a little while.
You the one
People
that
have been
said
trying to get
it.
me canceled. That's okay.
I need some glasses. I could put them down like Josiah did. That was just.
Josiah went full on disappointed father. He put the glasses down like, what
Come on now, Phil. Come on now, Phil. Let's reword that for a minute.
Listen,
Phil, I want you to know the chat's like going on your ass right now.
Oh my god.
I've had a negative stigma on me for like the past couple of weeks now. It's not like I don't give a shit what people really have to say about me.
Can next
gotta have that YouTuber apology.
Can next debate be people who keep calling Batista overrated against people who think he's lit?
Who's saying that, Lewis?
Batista overrated. Look.
Batista?
Too many people.
Everybody, calm down.
All I'm saying,
whoa. Everybody, calm down.
I know you know what to do.
Chad, this is where I turn heel, and I gotta start going crazy on everybody. Cause they about to start coming at me. Look, all I said was, you know what I'm saying.
No, let me stop.
All I said was, look, bro. He's the cool, bro. He never been like the best wrestler.
He's just cool.
Whoa.
What's up with this cool disrespect?
It's not disrespect. It's just saying you're fine with the person. You have no issue with
All
him.
I'm saying,
Let's see if it's
calm down.
Let him finish.
I personally still think Batista's down, but that's okay.
Let him finish.
Let me finish, bro. All I'm saying is my fault. All I'm saying is Batista.
See what's that Tio? We both be wild.
Tell us about Tio.
Okay.
Nah, go.
All I'm saying is Batista's cool. You know what I'm saying? He's never been the best of all time in the ring. He's never been the best of all time on the mic. He's just cool. Like he's a good hand. Like whoa, whoa. Okay, Zay, everybody calm down. I need everybody to calm down.
Double down on him, Tio.
Are we gonna act like
I need
down?
everybody to calm
No,
down.
Tio, say with your heart, bro. I'm scared, bro. Say with your heart. Say with
Say with your head.
Say with your hat.
LTO. They
All
tell
I'm
me,
gonna
bro,
say
With your
is
hat.
if you
They
put
said
a lot of
UTO.
guys in Batista's position, a lot of guys is doing exactly what he's doing and better. That's all
You can take that. You can take that.
That's crazy. I can't even figure that out. That's crazy.
What are we doing?
It's too tight.
Listen. I'm gonna need you to go back and rewatch 2005 Batista all over again, bro.
Wardlow could have. Wardlow. Hey, you put Wardlow in Evolution. He could have been Batista.
Stop.
You put. Hold on. Let me finish. No, y'all got me heated. No, y'all got me heated. Y'all got me heated.
Take that fucking hat off.
Everybody stop talking.
Everybody take that hat off.
Y'all got me heated. Y'all got me heated. Y'all got me heated.
I want to get my AEW hat right now. Just rip it off.
Let me finish.
Let me give you an example. Hold on, wait. Tio, I'm glad Tio said that, bro. I'm glad Tio said that. You know that Batista was going to get replaced by Mark Jindrak, right? So you telling me if Mark Jindrak was in Evolution besides Batista, Mark Jindrak would be Batista?
Yo, Tia, you're lying. Stop. Joking, bro. He's lying.
Listen, that's not true. That is not true.
No,
it's not true. You know, Tio. Listen, Jay, I think Tio's on that burger watch right now because
Then he gonna fall.
He's on that prime burger watch right now, bro. Don't do that.
Big Mac right now.
Tio, you are.
It's a Whopper.
Dude, you gotta take the hat off.
Let's see a little business.
Listen, if any of y'all don't know prime burger,
I think I take that.
Hey.
Let's hear a little business, chat.
I got a legit question for you, my boy.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
That's not what it is, but I got you.
All right, go to the go.
Tio, are you gonna sit there and tell me that when them words come on, you don't be screaming, "I walk for miles," and it's
He'll stay silent. He stay silent to that. He'll stay silent, bro. You ain't even making a motion.
You say silent, Tio?
He'll stay silent. He don't say nothing.
Nah, bro. This is what happens when you stay silent.
Tio, you're
Lewis, start kept doing Lewis.
No, come on.
Tio, you never did that?
You know you've done the guns.
You
know you've done the machine guns. Come on.
You never did that.
Yo, Tio.
Phil, don't do this.
From 2005 to 2008.
Yes, he is overrated.
Hold on.
You don't
know.
Say 2005 to 2008.
2005 to 2007, Batista was top 5, bro. He was like
mind you, chat. All I said was Batista was okay. I didn't even say he was bad. I said he was okay. He's cool.
Tio, you think he's mid? You think he's mid?
I don't think.
Tio, they
You have to think about it. No, you have to think about it. Nah.
If you're thinking about it, you know it's true. If you're thinking about it, you say yes. I think he is a little overrated, but that's me. That's me.
We're not gonna act like I'm the only one with a hot take, bro. We're not gonna act like I'm the only one.
No, don't.
I've had that hot take. I've said multiple times. I've said multiple times on other podcasts. I've said multiple times on other podcasts and maybe even in some videos that I've said that Batista's a little bit overrated for me, but that's just my opinion.
That's nasty.
Talk to him.
No, that's
wow.
How is he overrated?
Here's the thing.
Hold on a second.
Let Phil go.
At least I say it with my chest.
Me
personally, bro.
Every take I got, I'ma say it. I said it. Batista cool.
I've always said it.
He not
my thing is though, I'm trying to figure out how Batista's overrated because people never really put him up there as like one of the like goats, like HBK. Like he's not in that conversation. Like
he's a legend though for sure.
Overrated. He's a legend, but people don't compare him to like those people. Like they don't.
He's like the Drew Brees. He's the Drew Brees to the WWE.
I'm trying to figure out how he's overrated because he's not exactly. He puts on good matches.
He was consistent as hell.
And he was consistent as a babyface and a heel. Yeah. So, like,
that's actually a great comparison.
Thank you, Steven.
Yeah, he's Drew Brees.
It's not like we're saying, oh, Batista's better than Shawn Michaels or Batista's better than
never said anyone was.
Batista was like in his bag.
I got a
question for Phil, though. By the way, I got a question for Phil, though. How is he? I'm trying to figure out how is he slightly overrated.
To me, okay. And here's the thing. People watch in different times. Okay, so So to me, when I was watching during the time, okay, what? Okay.
Hey, what?
Go. Keep on going.
I know what he's gonna say. I know what he's gonna say. He saw 2014 Batista. That's what it was.
Probably. 2014 Batista. Come on,
2014 Batista was still hooping.
He was still hooping.
Let him talk.
At first, I saw the 2009-2010 Batista. During that time, I thought he was absolutely incredible because of the stuff what he did with John Cena and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was great.
Hugging fat girls.
What? Hold on. What?
Who said that?
He told John Cena that all he does is kiss babies and hug fat girls, bro.
Batista top 10 promo of all time. No cap. I'm sorry. It's top 10 promo of all time.
Okay, maybe if I watched during the times of like the 2005 Batista, 2006, like I would definitely have a better conversation.
Go watch Taker Batista.
I would have a better conversation of
All
I'm saying is that I watched it different times.
You were supposed to be my friend, and for that, I'm gonna kill you, Ray.
Yes, I've seen that.
Now, you're hurting me, Dave.
I watched. All I'm saying is that if I watched during a different time, I would have had a better condensation. Okay.
Go back and watch when he.
Okay, and maybe that doesn't constitute. Okay, hold on. Maybe that doesn't constitute me saying. Okay. Hold on. Maybe that doesn't constitute.
Let's go. This is why I differ from Phil, because I went back and watched Batista. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still not impressed. I ain't gonna lie to you. What I've seen.
What are we doing here?
That's his thing.
Now you're
Still not. I'm just saying.
That's supposed to be my friend.
That's his. That's his, and he holds on to that.
It's not old enough. That's what it is.
I'm just saying. My thing is,
that's his, and he holds on to that, and he may hold on to that hat till the day he fucking dies. I really don't like. That's fine, but. Maybe my reasoning's enough of like, oh yeah, I didn't watch during sometimes or whatever that he was great. Maybe that doesn't constitute the fact that like, oh yeah, he's overrated. But to me, I just feel like people definitely hold him up higher.
You went there when it was like
Malik, I understand.
I knew I was picking.
I get that.
I knew I would have picked.
I really do. I understand it's not a valid reason of me thinking that he's overrated, but
he's never been put on that kind of pedestal, though.
People hold him to high standards. People hold him to high
standards. Maybe for the Ruthless Aggression era.
Outside the circle, nobody's compared him to like anything high. But like,
maybe when they're talking Ruthless Aggression, but nothing else.
Also, I want to say one more thing.
I'm not saying anybody that's in this circle that is held up high
standards. Little, completely different debate. Mitri. I'm be honest with you right now. Attitude Era is not better than Ruthless Aggression Era. I don't know why you.
Hey, Seal, don't say that too loud now.
No.
I agree.
Say loud now.
That's not my
Explain to me, like category by category, why the Attitude Era is better than that Ruthless Aggression.
Stone Cold, bro, is the most important fucking era in wrestling.
That's cool.
If you didn't have the Attitude Era, you don't have nothing.
That's cool.
You had Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock.
Okay.
You had the greatest rivalry in WWE history. That's Stone Cold and Vince McMahon.
Okay.
That should help the WWE get over. The greatest WrestleMania of all time is considered WrestleMania 17. That's
18 was that though, right?
Man, fuck you, bro.
That's
don't play WrestleMania 18, bro.
You can't the Monday Night Wars though too. WCW.
Bro, WrestleMania 18 cheats, bro.
The Monday Night Wars.
Oh man,
bro. The WrestleMania 18 is probably top fucking 10, bro. Like,
what?
Stop.
Oh no.
WrestleMania 18.
Cheeks.
That's kind of crazy.
They don't know what they're talking
about. The only memorable match from 18 is Hogan and Rock.
Bro, that's what oh my gosh.
That's what we was trying to tell this man. That's what we was trying to tell this man,
and I saw Malik's video on this. If you take out Rock and Hogan,
you don't take it out.
That WrestleMania's ass.
Come on,
straight ass.
The crazy thing is, I always thought all these years, bro, that was the main event. That wasn't even the main event.
No, me too. Oh, Gino, just say you're not even on it. I'm not the same.
Wait a second. Let me ask you this.
Wait, who missed it?
No, I think like Triple H or something. I think
Triple H and Jericho.
Triple H and Jericho.
Hold on. Wait a second. Yo, Mitri, let me ask you a question, Mitri. Which of the PG eras WrestleManias was 18 better in?
All of them, bro. Shit.
I would say WrestleMania 27. I would say 27.
27.
Did you say 25?
32.
Did you say 25?
You said 25.
You said 25.
35.
You said 25.
35?
35 is still bad.
It's really, really long, but it was a good match.
What?
I like
35.
25.
That was a W.
I like 25.
That's crazy.
35, there was a lot more. Nah, because like in 35, there was a lot more like memorable matches than WrestleMania 18.
35 was just really long. Without that time limit, 35.
Bro.
What is 35? The women's main event?
Bro, I was at Mania 35, bro. I couldn't name Mania 35 matches. I could not name no damn Mania 18 matches.
You had the first ever
NXT takeovers that are better than Mania 18.
Did y'all watch Mania 18 first of all?
I saw Hogan versus Rock.
I had to watch that.
It was a perfect
I saw like 4 Mania 18 matches.
Bro, is
you can't tell
Lucius picture Mitri, bro? Am I bugging? Am I bugging?
It is.
What?
What?
Mitri,
bro.
Mitri,
when Malik made that video,
going back and watch. If there were matches on that card worth going back to watch, then most of us would have saw those matches. There's a reason that nobody has saw that Mania. You know that, right?
I've seen it. I've watched it.
There's a reason that most people have went back and watched what's it called? Kofi versus Bryan. Even short ass Seth versus Brock.
Steven, don't you say
that
shit.
women's main event. People have went back to watch even Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins win the tag team titles. Nobody's going back to watch them.
How old are they?
Well,
they're young as fuck, bro.
Mitri.
They're young as fuck.
Age does not have to do with anything.
I think it does.
You got grown.
Mitri.
Some of these kids don't even know about WrestleMania 18, bro.
Mitri, that's a valid question.
We get to Mania 37.
But Mitri, that's a valid question. I ain't gonna lie, that's a valid question. But you don't think there are 11-year-olds going back to watch Hogan versus Rock?
No, bro.
I would.
I would. Listen. I think
I was going back and watching WrestleMania 1 out this bitch. Like,
I'm bugging on that. I'm not going to WrestleMania 1.
I wasn't watching
that. You're bugging on that.
It does depend on the type of fan. It does depend on the type of fan.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. One of my favorite WrestleMania matches is Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. That was before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Younger kids are not going back to
By the way, there's not going to be any Ultimate Warrior slander at all. By the way, that's what it is.
Ultimate Warrior was great.
Wait.
There's not going to be any Ultimate Warrior slander, and I'm being dead ass.
Josiah, you might as well get ready for me,
what other superstar?
Hold on. Everybody time out, flag on play.
Josiah, you might as well get ready, bro.
What are you talking about?
You might as well get ready for me. Hey, when it comes to Hulk Hogan being one of the worst of all time, Ultimate Warrior is number 2. I swear to God.
Tio, relax now.
Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Psycho Sid. Those are
Psycho Sid. Psycho Sid is crazy. Psycho Sid is crazy. That's crazy.
You're putting the Ultimate Warrior as number 2?
Yes, I am.
Why?
You've seen Aaliyah wrestle.
Yes, you've seen Aaliyah wrestle.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of him, but like Goldberg had like 2 moves, bro. He has like 2 moves. Like he does like.
Come on,
Goldberg is underrated.
Come on,
League has a world record. We're not gonna slander.
Goldberg.
We can talk about Goldberg slander all we want.
Y'all never seen Goldberg hit the 630.
Goldberg with the backflip. I'm telling you, Goldberg with the backflip, bro.
I can slander Goldberg.
We're not slandering the league. Make sure we're not slandering the league.
Yeah, hold on. If we don't stand here, if everyone's staying 10 toes down on their opinion, I'll straight up say it. Fuck Goldberg, he was awful.
Fuck Bill Goldberg. Right.
Oh, y'all bugging. Y'all just
Clearly never seen him do it.
Relax.
Care about Bill?
Fuck Bill Goldberg. I'll say
that is
the Canadian destroyer.
That is William Scott Goldberg.
Yeah, to Malik saying he did a backflip. So did the Big Show, and ain't nobody put him in top. So that
Big Show
The Big Show is dope, bro. What you talking about, bro?
He should have had like 99 heel turns.
It's the
Man,
Big
that's
Show.
Bro, no Big Show slander either, bro. Y'all watch.
Hold on. Let me finish this. Let me finish with Mitri though. Mitri, you are cooked. That's a cook. That's the cook standpoint. The Attitude Era is not better than Ruthless Aggression Era. The match quality is nowhere near there. All of the main events ended some type of run in. The women sucked. What else?
Damn.
There was no mid card.
Okay, well the women didn't have.
There was no mid card at all.
Women didn't have chances.
Hey, check me out. Most of the time on the pay-per-view, the pay-per-views was a 1-match card. You was only psyched for the main event, and that was it. I swear to God. Hey, I'm just saying. Ruthless Aggression Era, you got bangers all throughout the card. Come on, man. I'm just saying.
I don't even remember the main events. I don't remember the.
You only remember the
You can keep that hat on tonight, Gio. I ain't gonna lie. You earned it.
Hold on. I'm actually.
You named one reason why the Ruthless Aggression Era is better. You named one reason.
Yeah.
You just downgraded everything about the Attitude Era. What about the Ruthless Aggression Era was better?
In my opinion, 3 reasons. I can name you 3 reasons real quick. You ready?
And we're out.
I believe in saying.
I mean, I would have said John Cena alone. That's me.
Hold on. Hold on.
TJ Triple H.
Undertaker, Stone
Triple H is technically Attitude Era, so I ain't gonna name
Jericho, Kurt Angle, all at the same time.
Bro,
okay, Ruthless Aggression had all that shit too.
No, they didn't.
Plus Eddie Guerrero.
And then have
everybody. They had everybody.
They did have Eddie Guerrero. That is true.
Kurt Angle was literally John Cena's first opponent. What are you talking about?
Jericho all at the same time?
You can't see him.
Yes, Jericho was there. Jericho, Shawn, Triple H, Batista, Randy, John. Everybody was there.
And he can keep going. And he can keep going. That's why.
Don't forget about Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar.
Shawn Michaels was way better in Ruthless Aggression than Attitude.
And he can keep going. Keep going. We can do storylines too. What you want to do?
Hey, y'all have Butterfield's body in the ring. What the hell?
Big evil Undertaker.
They did have. Now the Attitude Era did have
Mike
Tyson in DX. That was OP.
I don't care about Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I broke my back.
Hold on. Jelly Boys, Edge and Christian, the TLC 1, 2, 3. Like
Jelly Boys were in the Ruthless Aggression Era also. So
they wasn't doing that.
They were all there.
2 and 3.
And Edge became a main event star in the Ruthless Aggression Era, by the way.
The SmackDown 6.
Edge is amazing at everything.
SmackDown 6. Yeah.
We had Lita,
Eddie Guerrero,
and Stratus.
Just give up, man. Just give up, man.
Bitches was bad in the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Matrix, throw in the towel, bro.
Ruthless Aggression Era had no bad bitches.
Way more memorable. Did Ruthless Aggression Era have Taker and Mankind in the Hell in a Cell? No.
But they did.
They have
Mick Foley, the man who got his ass kicked constantly. That Mick Foley.
Mick Foley almost died.
I know Mick Foley
We had Mick Foley versus Edge.
We ain't gonna have no Mick Foley slander.
Mick Foley versus Edge.
Kicker tried to kill
No
Mick
Mick Foley
Foley.
slander, yeah.
You ain't see Mick Foley and Edge?
And dude love his OT.
Mankind.
Chat, I think next debate, man. Chat, we have our next debate, bro.
Mick Foley won TNA.
Me and Jay got
no. Hold on, no. T.O., I'm still on your ass, bro, because we're not gonna do no Warrior slander, bro. I'm doing bro. Tell me. Because Warrior has had more than one good match, so we're not gonna.
Okay, that's cool. He got good matches, bro. He still
let it be known that one
Relax.
You don't care, bro.
Top 2 in pro.
It is what it is,
bro. Top 2 stars.
Oh my God, you did not just say that.
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
You did not just say that. The cheesy promo
with the rocket fuel. Come on, bro. Everybody says that. What are you talking about?
Top 2
I've never heard anyone say that before in my life.
Come on, bro. This dude said I want to go to Africa and get raging elephant.
Hold on. Are you saying of all time or in that time?
No, in that time.
So you're saying Ric Flair didn't put on better promos? Randy Orton,
still
Man Savage didn't put
Dusty
on
Rhodes.
better promos?
Hold on. Okay, Macho Man, maybe. Okay, cool. But like, Ultimate Warrior, I'd rather listen to him, bro. He get me hype. Okay, Ric Flair don't get me hype, bro.
Dusty Rhodes.
Warrior gets you hype, bro. Warrior gets you hype. That's all it is. Warrior
Did
gets you
Dusty
hype.
Rhodes say
Dusty was kind of crazy too. Dusty is kind of crazy.
Warrior gets you hype. He's amazing.
Way better than Dusty.
That don't mean shit.
Dusty's kind of crazy.
Here's what I want to ask Tio. Tio, I have a question. What's your favorite world title belt and why is it the spinner belt?
Bro, it's not. The spinner belt is the worst world title I've ever seen in my life.
The first world title when the Diva title.
I think we need to like I said, hey, chat, hey, somebody clip this. Somebody clip this. Like I said, if I had the women's tag team championship and the 24/7 championship and the spinner belt, those three laid out.
The spinner belt is the best one on there, bro. What you talking about?
No. You're big time bugging right now.
Please, where's the spinner belt, bro? You need to bring it up.
Let me set this straight. Let me see if I got this straight. Tio, did you just say that the 24/7 belt is better than the freaking spinner belt, bro?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So to piggyback on that real quick, are you saying the butterfly belt is better than the spinner
belt? That's what I just said. Hold
on. Now, hey, I might hate that spinner belt. But hey, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Hey, well, yeah, it's better.
See, that's where you've been. See, you're trying.
Butterfly. I'm taking the butterfly belt over the WWE title.
Bro, listen.
I got something.
Purchase the belt.
The spinner belt isn't ugly. Hold on, the spinner belt isn't ugly. It's not. It depends on who's holding the title that makes it ugly.
No, it's just
if Triple H is holding the title.
Look,
the title doesn't look at
Steven.
Jeff Hardy.
Steven.
Jeff Hardy looks perfect with the spinner belt.
I never said it was ugly.
I like Randy with the spinner belt.
Just said it's the worst design.
I never said it was ugly.
You said it's ugly before too.
Okay. Matter of fact, okay, it's ugly. But my second point is, wait, everybody calm down.
You see how niggas
let me finish.
Why are you backtracking?
Let me finish.
Go ahead. No,
my second point is, not only is it ugly, but it's a toy. It's an ugly toy. It's like
right now. What the hell?
When I look at that belt,
it's a toy.
Hey, when I look at that belt, bro, I see, that is a nice looking toy. Like, I might buy that for my little cousin.
Oh my God, bro.
What the hell? But don't play with it. When you get a wrestling belt, you can buy a wrestling belt as a toy. You can buy any wrestling belt as a toy.
You can buy any wrestling belt as a toy.
That's a nice toy.
All I'm gonna say is, while I don't think it is the best design, if you're trying to say that it's better than the 24/7 title, the butterfly title, Jeff
That's what I'm saying.
TNA title, like,
whoa.
Oh, hold on, man.
Whoa. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Tio, let me ask you this. Hold on, Tio.
The immortal title is hard.
Are you taking the red strap Universal Championship over the story. Please tell me.
Is that even a question? Like, yeah, what? Come on.
You're bugging. I'm trying to defend you. I'm trying to defend
Big W, bro. It's got a big W in the middle, bro.
Why are you asking me that? Like,
big W. It's got a big W in the middle, but that's it.
Okay. Okay, Tio.
Mick Foley did that too.
Name me the titles. Name me the titles that are under that belt. Then
under what belt?
Under the spinner belt. If you think it's really like one of the worst out there.
He's saying all of them.
No. Like, what you mean? Like, what do you mean under him? Like,
he's saying that's the worst one ever.
He's saying that's
the worst belt of all time.
That's the worst belt of all time.
He's saying that's the worst one of all time.
Yeah, that's the worst belt I've ever seen. I'm not
gonna lie.
Oh yes.
No, Tio, you're wild, man.
That's the worst belt I've ever seen. Okay. It's for me.
I will say that not everybody looked good with the title, but bro, when John Cena came with the title, OP, bro, he was OP.
Cena looked good with the title.
John Cena came out, bro, and he spun that title, bro. No, he's top one.
Check me out. These are my top belts that I dislike.
Like the rims in 04,
the WWE title, the spinner belt. The Winged Eagle WWE title.
Winged Eagle?
Let me finish.
He's saying whatever.
No, go ahead. I agree with you.
Go ahead. I don't want to hear any more of it.
Let me finish. Deplatform me now.
Winged Eagle is disrespected.
They might really do that.
Let me finish, bro.
I hate the
even chat said Wayne Eagle is overrated. Come on, man. Come on. What you just said?
I'm gonna put you on Twitter.
The chat is wrong.
Check me out.
The chat is wrong.
The Winged Eagle is bad. What else? The Intercontinental. What's in the mid 2000s? That IC title. That's pretty bad.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
What one are you talking about?
Let me finish.
I'm asking what one are you talking about? My IC title.
So he's talking about the one before Cody Rhodes re-debuted the old.
Yeah. So the one the one I said Kofi Kingston was associated with. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's pretty ugly.
Real quick, just so I'm clear, because you have the Ruthless Aggression title at the top and the Winged Eagle second, so you're saying the Attitude Era title was better than the Ruthless Aggression title?
Oh my God!
No, I'm just saying.
If that's the way you want to spin it, in my list,
like this.
Look, where's Zay? Zay, can you help me bash the Wayne Eagle title since they love it so much?
I'm trying, bro. They can't hear me over here.
No, Zay, let Zay explain. Let Zay explain. Just let him explain.
Go ahead, Zay.
First off, let's talk about the shape of that, like the front plate. It is ugly. It's so ugly. You can say whatever you want about it, but it's ugly.
It looks uncomfortable to wear too. Like it looks stupid.
It looks stupid at you all the time. It looks like
have you worn it though?
It looks like a.
Theo's never been the WWE champion. That's why he's jealous. He never
jealous.
That's why he's mad. We never.
Not in the 90s, of course.
When Cody brings back that title, you're gonna be mad.
If Cody brings back that title, I will stop making TikToks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tell me Shawn Michaels didn't look OP with the Winged Eagle belt, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell me Bret Hart didn't look OP with the Winged Eagle belt, bro.
No.
Come on now, son. No. Come on now, bro. Come on.
Oh yeah. This is what I want.
Please.
Look at that.
Bro, are you kidding me?
That was beautiful.
Come on. What y'all smoking, bro? This is ugly.
You are out your mind.
No, Tia, I agree with you. This design isn't all that. It's kind of mid a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Steven, you're always gaslighting.
It's mid. I go, it's mid.
You're always just trying to do a saving grace type of thing. Don't be doing that.
He's right though.
Don't be doing that saving grace type of thing.
He's right though.
So hold on.
Don't be doing the saving grace. Don't be doing that.
So hold up. So
I will defend this Winged Eagle title to the day I die. I do not care. That is one thing I will
defend. Phil, hold on.
Go ahead.
So he already said what he said about the WWE title. Of course, arguably amongst everybody, number one is the big gold belt. and then you have
yes, sir.
I got that right there. I got it right there.
Yes.
I'm a white
right here
kind of guy.
Yeah, and then you have the global belt, the big gold, or the WWE title after the Winged Eagle. Okay, so after that, what titles do you put in that ranking?
White IC strap.
Above the Winged
We
Eagle.
actually did a whole
Yeah, the white,
tier
yeah, the
White
white
IC strap. That's my favorite belt.
White
White
IC.
IC
White,
strap.
yeah.
I got a toy of it, so
I have to go to white IC strap, and then under that would be the current U.S. United States
Current
title.
U.S. Thank you.
Current
US.
I don't like the current
Listen,
The current US title, I like
could be because Theory has it, but that new U.S. title is growing on me. It really is.
I don't
It really is.
If we are talking,
Austin Theory got it, bro.
as soon as
we are
if
talking-
you did it, I've been liked it.
if we are talking solely on design, the current US title is amazing.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not saying it's trash. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. Not
The
for me.
current US title, that's the best design they got right now.
Yes, it's the best design they got.
I personally like the old one a lot better. That's just me. I like
No, the old one was better, but
It was cool.
The old one was better, but
I think it was
my two favorite belts of all time. The white IC strap and the European.
I think it's all right. I think it looks best on. I think it looked best so far on Bobby.
Yeah.
I like
Bobby.
By far.
They're saying we're sleeping on the undisputed title.
Yes, the undisputed title is lit though.
Don't get long. Hey, long.
the undisputed title that's top 3.
I wasn't a big fan of the undisputed title, to be honest.
What?
I wasn't either. Pat.
Oh, he was saying it too. Oh,
I would do on there too, but after looking at it for a second, that title is top 3 of all time. I go, that is fire.
Now we gotta go to the undisputed title. Here we go.
Greatest championship design in history.
Undisputed title, bro. WWE, bro. Come on, bro. That's
Bro, when Taker, I'm sorry, when Taker had it, that shit was beautiful too. I don't care, man.
Brock Lesnar had that belt. Come on, that's
Yeah, bro. Eddie had that belt, man.
Hey, let me explain to y'all too. Let me explain to y'all why it was so good. Because it actually looked like a big gold. It was so big. That belt was huge.
Look at it.
It was so big.
It's pretty big, bro. I got the title.
It looked prestigious.
Let me justify why I picked the Winged Eagle over this one. Let me justify. Okay, so just by the title design, with the wings on the Winged Eagle coming out, and this one all being in one specific plate. Not every time you see this plate on TV is it all close up. So to me, it looks, and because there's no color or anything to it, it looks very cluttered. That's why it looks just like a big gold.
I can see that.
I know the big gold belt is kind of the same, but it just looks all very cluttered all in one space. So for me, it just doesn't. It's not in my huge top. Like I probably put it top 10, but I'm not putting it up there, top 5 or anything like that. To me, it just looked like a very cluttered design.
About the big gold.
That's fair.
I can see that.
Yo, Zay hates the big gold.
Yeah, he does. I'm not gonna lie.
y'all just saying anything. Y'all.
Now you're legitimately saying.
Hey, look, it's Edge.
Get that off the screen. Get that off. I hate
It's
that.
Edge.
This is what Tito
I
said.
like the butterfly title.
It is better than the spinner belt. It is better than the spinner belt.
It's nowhere near better.
No, you're nowhere near. It's nowhere near.
It's a butterfly.
Nowhere near.
Ralph, I'm on your Tio, I'm on your team, man. Don't make me regret this, man. That title terrible.
The butterfly belt was terrible.
Bro, look
Come
how
on now.
elite that is, bro.
It looks good on certain people.
Look at how elite that is, bro. Like, come on.
I might get my cousin that toy for Christmas right there, man. Look at that toy.
Wait.
But you can buy any belt as a toy.
I might get my cousin that toy for Christmas.
So Tio,
I got a toy WWE title and Universal title. So what's the thing?
But to Tio, wait, Tio, do you think that the Spinner World Championship is worse than the Spinner US Championship?
Yes. Yes.
They're
both top 10.
I'm taking a Spinner US title over the world. At least it's a mid card title, not a world title. First of all, second of all, the design just looks better than.
So wait a second.
They do the same thing.
So what you're saying is Spinner is usually only supposed to be regarded as for like the mid card titles. It can't just be for a world title.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Phil. That's exactly. I don't want
spinners are only supposed to be associated with mid card. That's crazy.
I don't want my world title.
Bro, this shit was blinging, bro. You don't like bling, bro. That's
oh my god!
And plus, it was a specific title.
Bro, but wait a second. Even if you can't say that because at a point it didn't spin. It was just.
It still looks stupid. It still looks stupid, even if it is
crazy, bro.
It looks good on certain people, bro.
It looks good on like two or three people. Not gonna count.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on who's holding the title.
I'm gonna name them right now. The only people that look good on. Only people that title look good on is Rob Van Dam, John Cena, CM Punk. That's it.
It didn't look good on Triple H.
It looked good on Jeff Hardy, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
No.
Version of it. Like what? Come on now.
Bro, it looked good with the Miz too, bro. It looked good with the Miz too, bro. It looked good with the Miz too, bro. Don't even like, come on, man.
It looked good with Ray for 5 minutes, and then Cena came and took it.
Let's go with Ray too. Yeah, and then it's just
5 minutes.
Did he say Randy Orton? 2000?
Randy? It looked great.
It looked okay.
No.
Bro, 2009 Randy Orton with the WWE.
I'll give y'all one more person. One more person, and that's Rey Mysterio, just because how small he is.
He had it for an hour.
He went for an hour, and he can't change his height.
This man said Rey Mysterio.
I am standing for the small kids here. I am standing up for the small ones out there.
You've been fried, Tio.
You're my guy, bro.
People are. People are.
Tio, I am standing for the small people out here because Ray can't change the height of himself, okay? You can't change that. So the fact that you think he just looks
it's not even the fact that he said Rey Mysterio. He had the belt for an hour.
He held it for an hour.
He looked good when he had it. He looked better than an hour. He looked better than Triple H. He looked better than
had the belt for a back.
Bro had the belt for a back.
So hold on. I will say that personally, with the personality and what Triple H presented as himself of being like top prize, I don't think that the spinner title looked good on Triple H.
I agree with you there, Pat.
When you explain it like that, I still disagree, but you explained it better.
Triple H spinner belt.
I can see like Triple H. I can see if you said Triple H with the world title looked better, but Triple H the WWE title still.
At least with Mike's explanation.
That's the best way. Like Malik put it exactly. Like Triple H with the big gold belt and the whatever looks way better than he does with the WWE title. I'm not saying.
Yeah, that's okay.
Wait, hold on. Whoa, hold on. I just heard some blasphemous shit. Hold on. No. Did you just say Triple H doesn't look good with the current WWE title right now, Pat? Is that what you just said?
No, I said the spinner title.
I agree with you. That shit look ugly as hell.
Okay. At least in the way Pat said
I don't take Triple H seriously with that. I don't take him seriously with that.
At least
I don't like the new. Yeah, I don't like the new WWE title design. I've never liked it.
No one does. It looks clean. No one does. It looks clean.
I think I don't mind it.
You know, I don't mind. I don't mind it. I just hate the Universal Championship design. I hated that.
Hey, I'll say this. You know who that belt looks good on? Montez motherfucking Ford. I saw the video of him holding that shit look clean.
I think
hey, imagine him holding that and then Bianca doing a photo shoot. Oh,
that's hard.
I think I'm not a fan of
new designs. Period. No.
I'm not a fan of my only thing is that I don't want my WWE title looking like my Universal title. That's all I ask.
Right.
Yeah.
They look exactly the same.
I agree.
Are the exact same belt.
I'll say this. At first, I understood it because of marketing point. Because I just saw it. The Astros got their WWE title belt with their side plates. Cool. Keep that one look like that. Change the Universal belt. It don't need to look the same. Your women's titles don't need to look the same either.
It's lazy designing.
Here's the thing.
Very.
They really just slapped the WWE a W in there and just called it a night, bro.
When the
if you had a title for every single one, like, women's soccer get a women's WWE title. Okay, whatever. But you don't. You just give everyone the main black WWE title. So change the designs of the other ones. Like
when the WWE Universal Championship and both Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships look the exact same.
It's like I'm playing 2K and I'm hitting the
you gotta
selector.
I think it loses its value a little bit.
Honestly,
different color.
The women's titles look better to me. The women's titles look better to me.
It's that white
I like the raw title.
It's the white strap. It's the white strap.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the white strap. Like the women's title look better, and it's like, come on, man.
I'm telling you.
You can put a
It
white
really
strap on
does.
anything. Yeah, you can
But
put a
they're
white
all the
strap on
same
anything.
design. Like,
If I could get all the titles in white strap, I'd do it. I ain't even
Y'all
gonna lie.
see they're thinking of changing the tag titles to a black strap to make it in one thing.
And I'm fine with that.
I seen that design. It looks alright.
Big W in the middle. I'm telling you.
That design is
Big old W, bro.
Colored straps are a real hit and miss. You put it on a white strap.
title should only be one set anyway.
If we keep it a bean,
what I do agree with Lafon is we need to bring back colored ropes. We need that colored ropes.
Hey,
Wait, colored ropes or belts?
Colored ropes.
It was on a part to change the stage thing too. We need to set a stage.
When Hogan had that pink WWE title, I'm not gonna lie, that shit looked kind of good. I don't know why. Titles like pink, blue, yellow on that shit.
That's what, bro. Them titles look nice though.
Can I say something real quick? I got a hot take. The AEW World title looks better than both the Universal and the WWE title.
That's not a hot take. Easily. It's not a hot take. It's easy.
Anyone say that? I've never heard anyone say that. I never heard.
I'll go even further. Even the TBS and TNT titles look better. Like,
yeah, that's facts.
Because they're different. Because they're different. AEW championships.
We used to hold it.
I will say, and I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I love the AEW title. I think I do, but I think it, like, to me personally, it would be if you took the IWGP Old Heavyweight title and smacked it together with the Lucha Underground Gift of the Gods title.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
The AEW
That's
title.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Hey, the Gift of the Gods title was beautiful, though.
Yeah,
Gift of the Gods Championship.
That was
nuts.
I showed him off the Gift of the Gods Championship maybe like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And he's like, "Oh my god, that championship is beautiful. Where is it gone?"
I'm looking at it right now. This shit.
Wait, can y'all share it to me? Hold on, I don't think I've ever seen that belt.
Somebody bring up the Gift of the Gods
It
title.
looks like an artifact.
Yeah, y'all never seen the Gift of the Gods title? That shit is gorgeous.
It's fine. It's fine.
I showed him off it.
So
Joan off it like 2 weeks ago because he's never seen it before.
Oh yeah, it's good. But to me personally, like all time, the old, even though they just retired, the old IWGP Heavyweight Championship is the best.
Oh man, it was so
No, I lied. I would agree with you, but that's number 2 for me. I think the best overall looking title is the IWGP Intercontinental title.
Intercontinental, yes.
I would say the.
You know why? White strap.
White strap.
Yep, that white strap.
Look at the God's title.
That's what that is.
Beautiful.
Okay, that's
that's fire.
I've seen that before.
And here's the thing. And here's the thing that I like about it the most. All those medallions in the middle there, they're all interchangeable. So like you can take those out and put them for the superstar that is associated
the way how they made the Gift of the Gods belt too, like you have to earn the Ancient Aztec medallion in order to qualify for the belt.
Yes.
Like that shit was beautiful.
Yes.
That's because Lucha Underground was the shit, bro.
Lucha Underground was still on Tubi because I used to rewatch that shit all the fucking time.
Hell yeah.
was crazy.
I hope when they actually bring back, like,
they need to bring that
randomly
shit
found.
Hey, Triple H bringing back Prince Puma, bro. I know he is, bro.
like I want.
You think he bring back Prince Puma?
But that match he had with Santos.
If he does,
that match he had with Santos.
If he brings back Prince Puma, I'm going stupid, bro.
I've never seen that title.
Did y'all know
what y'all remember Swerve? Hey, hold on, man, because I know y'all don't remember Swerve as Killshot.
Yes, sir.
I want Killshot.
No, Santos
Swerve as
King
Killshot
Corner.
was a demon.
Swerve was killed?
Yeah, Swerve was killed.
Yeah,
Swerve was Killshot, bro?
Killshot, bro.
Swerve was Killshot.
Yeah,
Santos was King Cuerno,
Wasn't,
Ricochet was Prince Puma. Come on,
wasn't Santos was somebody in there too? Wasn't he like Cuerno?
Santos was
Yeah,
King Cuerno. He was King Cuerno.
Yeah. Karrion Kross was there as the White Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Hey, fucking Willie Mack and Brian Cage had a banger match at Ultimate.
Yes.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that Lucha Underground was so fire, bro. They need to and I think it's crazy that it was started by Big Dick Dudley. No, not Big Dick Dudley. I'm sorry. The dude that came out during the DX promos that would come out in the thong. What was that dude's name?
Big Dick Johnson.
Big Dick Johnson, yeah, he's who started
Yo, that's a wild name, bro.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If y'all need a Lucha Underground match to watch, bro, go look at Mil Muertes versus Phoenix for the Lucha Underground title.
Oh my God, yes.
That shit was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, Prince Puma, Mil Muertes was great to it with the Malucha, but
Shit, I would even
Phoenix
put.
and Mil Muertes was wild.
I would even put the first Aztec Warfare match
the
that I
Aztec
brought
Warfares
out.
are crazy.
Aztec Warfare, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
I saw a
Jeff-
clip from Lucha Underground the other day. Like this nigga ran from the balcony and flew.
What's his
into
Oh,
name?
you talking about Helico? Yep, I was on the
Helico.
Helico.
Okay, yeah.
I was fucking on
One of my
Helico.
roommates looked over my shoulder and was like, "What the fuck?" And I was
Bro,
like,
you can go on
Bro,
YouTube.
on Helico, Evilisa, Son of Havoc was an insane trio, bro.
One of the best Lucha Underground matches. You can go on YouTube right now and watch Rey Mysterio versus Prince Puma. That shit.
Yeah, that was a great
Hell
one.
yeah.
What is it? Matanza versus Mil Muertes, Great
a good one.
Consequences. That was a good one.
Yeah, shoot, man, that's
The hybrid 2 within Helico, like and Lucha Underground was
Ooh,
incredible.
Porno and Phoenix
and then,
and Gift of the Gods ladder match too. That's a cool one.
yes,
Yep.
yes.
True, man, but that's a lot of train. Like that's what makes me sad about. Like, and I'm not saying he's not great in New Japan, but that's what makes me sad about Jeff Cobb, man, because he was killing it as Matanza
Yeah,
in Lucha Underground, bro. And
Dude,
Jeff
Cobb.
Cobb, insane.
Jeff Cobb is driving.
Dude,
Jeff Cobb is so good.
And
I
Aztec
remember-
Warfare, bro. Oh my god! When he
I remember
eliminated
when Jeff
Phoenix, I was
Cobb-
so
Trying to
sad,
put off
bro.
on
My
Jeff
heart
Cobb.
fucking
When
ripped.
Jeff Cobb
I don't know what he
first
thinks. I
got
don't know.
announced for AEW back in like during the pandemic when they were like, "Oh, it's Jeff Cobb." Bro, everybody was going crazy over that shit. They're like,
Yes.
oh my god, Jeff Cobb's part of
Bro,
AEW.
Jeff Cobb is a
What the
fucking
fuck?
beast, dude.
That fucking finisher, bro. That
I
Tour
The
love
Tour of the
it.
Islands. The Tour of the
Islands,
Islands.
yes.
Tour of the
I
Islands
love
is
the
a
Tour
great
of the
finisher.
Islands.
I remember seeing somebody talk about him in like an interview or something like that, and they said he's prime Taz but bigger. I was like, okay, I had to go back and watch a lot of prime Taz, but yeah,
The way
and
Jeff Cobb moves in the ring, bro.
I
like,
love the Tour of the Islands
he was
finisher.
doing
I just think it's so
flips as
clean.
Matanza and shit, yo. Oh my god.
yeah, Lucha Underground was shit. They need to bring that shit back.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Well, everybody, we've been on here for almost 3 hours, I think. So
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shows we could talk wrestling for hours.
I think
Yo.
everybody
Yeah.
said what they got to say. So make sure.
I need you on Tuesdays, man. I think would be fantastic. But I know Tuesdays is not the best for everybody.
Just hit me up, like Phil. If you want me to be on, all you got to do is hit me up like the Saturday before, and I can do pretty much any Tuesday you need. Just let me know.
Hey, all I'm saying is, all y'all motherfuckers at some point, y'all need to join Zay on After Dark. Cause
I'll be drunk,
we
yeah.
be wilding on that motherfucker.
Hold on, man. I see
We can do weekend episodes too, man. We can do weekend episodes too. I'm fine with it.
Hold on. Let me be real quick. Hold on, because we're seeing a lot of Mary Me's. I'm just letting y'all know Gigi Dolan is off limits. Get the fuck away from her.
That's it, bro.
That's cool, bro. Just like Bianca's off limits over here, bro. Like I said, out of here.
Nikita. Back off.
Nikita.
Me and
fuck
me
with
and Mitri tag team is awesome. So.
You can have Gigi, bro. You can have Gigi, bro.
Gigi all the way.
So.
Yeah, Gigi.
Okay, so wait,
Can't
hold
get
on.
haters my side, baby. We know.
All right.
You seen the pictures? You seen the pictures Bianca dropped today, bro? You can have Gigi, bro.
I saw that.
You saw me. All I'm gonna say to that is, I was gonna see if anybody had a pick. I know normally TJ would pick, so I'm gonna take Zelina on that end. That's all me.
Okay.
You saw the picture of her on SmackDown?
Josiah got Sasha Banks. You know, Josiah got Sasha Banks.
Josiah got Sasha.
Josiah got Sasha Banks. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Hey, real quick.
Better claim y'all woman. Claim y'all woman.
Wait. Louis, she said you got who?
I said Josiah got Sasha Banks. Sorry, Malik.
I'm talking about you.
Oh, me, I got Gigi Dolan, bro.
All right, then I'm taking Dakota Kai off your hands, then, bro. Say less.
All right, go ahead,
Dakota.
Oh, real quick.
Bailey's off limits over here, man.
Y'all better